doing this whole fucking thing without sound? This is awesome. Fantastic way to start the stream. Welcome, as I said, in order... See, we got the bad one out of the way. First take. Let's do this one more time.
Run it back.
Run it back. It's fine. Don't quit the filming. Let the track roll. We'll just do it one more time. Hello, everybody. I am Soul Prism 48. You've probably been to this channel before. If you haven't, welcome for the first time. And welcome to a brand new section of this stream called the Terribad Tavern. I am your resident dungeon master and the current storyteller of the Terribad Tavern. And with me are the incredible heroes who are going to be helping me tell this story, and I am so happy to have them all here. Mystic, do you want to do your introduction again?
Guys! Okay, it's chaotic already. This is amazing. Yeah, I'm the noobiest of noobs, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing, but this is my first ever Dungeons and Dragons game, and I'm really excited. And what am I? I'm a dragonborn called Vaza, and I'm a fighter, and I'm so excited. Yeah. Hi, friends. Hi,
Mystic.
Hi.
Guys, I want to point out we are less than 10 minutes and we have already started a hype train in this.
Let's go!
Thank you all so much.
Get the biddies going!
Let the biddies hit the floor.
All right, who's next? Who wants to introduce themselves next?
I am BeardGoblin 1. I am playing FIFA Cup Bear, the Goblin Druid.
Can I watch something?
That's it.
That's it. Out of everybody
That is all.
out of everyone in the party, Beardy is probably the most experienced with 5e, so we'll probably defer to him for questions every now and again.
Yeah, definitely.
I am Beard.
You are Beardy.
More Beardy.
And I am Patty Cake Games.
We're hearing you twice.
Why are you hearing me twice?
Uh-oh.
Not anymore.
So nice, you heard him twice.
Ah, you hear me twice. But I am Patty Cake Games. I will be playing a swashbuckler rogue named Azrael Drizbon. And yes, it will be fun.
It will be fun.
It will be full
This
of
is the way.
epic victories and epic failures.
Well, I am part of the Couple That Nerds Together, and I am playing a paladin human named Gildea. So us ladies are going to be the upfront friends.
Yeah.
I
We'll
love
be
it.
chunky fighters. See, we just let the guys chill. It's okay. We gonna get
Yeah.
it done, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm Mr. Nerd. I'm the other half of the Couple That Nerds Together. I'm playing another Dragonborn, but I'm a wizard, so I'm not up front. I'm in the back wearing paper, and that's what I'm doing.
Fan.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at the darkness. That's how I roll.
I'm attacking the darkness!
So excited to have all of you here. I am so happy to have all of you in chat. I'm sorry if we don't respond to the things in chat. We're going to be trying to focus on the game and not get, too worked up. But we will try to call attention to it every now and again. I'm going to say this at the...
Dropping bits.
Em-
Do donations.
You don't have...
Keep it going.
You don't have to do that. You don't
Like
have
and
to...
subscribe.
you're
No.
more-
Like and
Sub to the
subscribe.
channel.
Follow.
Hashtag
Do
Soul-
all the things.
One thing...
Partner.
One thing is absolutely sure. If you follow here and you do not already follow one of the incredible people in one of the windows below me, go and do that. Absolutely. If you have never seen their stuff before, or maybe you have, or you just haven't seen it in a while, go check them out because they are all incredible people, and I'm so happy to have all of them here. Let's see. Gosh, I don't know what else to say. Oh, I'll say at the top here. So we're going to play this D&D game, and then when this D&D game ends and we decide to call it for the night, we're going to do a commercial break. And then when the commercial break is over, we are going to go into my birthday stream for the night, which you may see some familiar faces from this group there. You may not. We don't know yet. But nevertheless, it'll be great to happen. But we'll talk about that later. Are you guys ready to play some D&D?
I'm so ready.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's do it.
right. We are playing a homebrew of my own sort of concoction. I call it Persalon Rulers of the Six. Yeah, let's just get going. So, we did all of your one-shots, and they all took place about a year and a half before the events of what we are about to start discussing. You all decided through your own adventures or reasoning to go on the journey across the water, a 3-month by ship journey, to end up in the capital city known as the Citadel. It is just, no matter where you are in the city, the party does not stop. Normally, I'm curious to know, have any of your characters been to the Citadel before?
No,
Really enough?
I've not been here.
Absolutely not.
Probably.
Maybe.
See, that I find it interesting because I was also in kind of the thinking that out of the two people I would expect that have been there before, it would probably be Gildea and Azrael. Just because Azrael is a traveling con man, he does cons anywhere he can get his hands on one, and Gildea is a part of the military. She's probably been on, mission there before. So, I mean, it just kind of depends on, do you guys feel like you've been in, even if it was like, oh, I went and I was there for a couple weeks and then I had to leave or whatever it may have been?
That would make sense for me, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's probably, I would guess, probably like off and on. Well, and probably been there the entire time since my one shot, I would guess, based on what happened.
Okay. So Azrael, how old are you? That is a question I have because I don't remember seeing that on your character sheet.
I think we discussed it was about 120.
120. Okay. Anytime, and the same with you, Gildea, anytime that the two of you have been in the Citadel, it has been resoundingly bleak. There was always, debris in the streets. Not many people walked around at the night hours. Buildings were always damaged, and it just, the place was, for lack of better words, it was a crime capital. When the war happened, it took a significant toll on the Citadel because the Citadel didn't have anyone to rule it for the better part of about 4 or 5 years. And even after which, the Silverwolf Order, who has been running things for the longest time, aren't politicians. So they haven't really been able to keep up with an entire city, especially the biggest city in all these continents. But the biggest thing that you notice is that this isn't anywhere near like that anymore. The streets are full. It is difficult to, even in the slums, the streets are full. It is difficult to walk around. Confetti and streamers fly from some of the windows in the pathways. There are banners hung up at most of the archways that you find. People and children dance and play in the streets. There are bands at almost every block corner. This party has been not just today. Yeah. This party has been a huge buildup over the last 3 days. It started with a couple people hooting and hollering in the streets, moved on to the occasional band would play, and now is a full-on, just absolute, like, spring break in the Outer Banks, just explosion of party. You all are just kind of in the center of it. I guess my question is, where is everyone? in the city, I feel like. I know you've all probably been here for your own kind of amount of times. I feel like out of everyone, Gildea has probably been here the longest. But just where is everyone? What is everyone doing?
I'm outside of a tavern, probably in one of the lower, like one of the, probably close to the slum areas right now, because I'm just kind of going to do some of my tricks and stuff there before like the main event where I'm going to be doing them for wealthy people, because I want everyone to see what I'm going to do.
Of course. Okay, yeah.
I would personally be with the wealthy class. Obviously, trying to take them for everything that they've got.
All right.
I am looking smug and very, very humble about everything that I'm doing, because obviously I've caused all of this. I've brought the peace to the nation, so I just want to.
You're being
I'm making appearances, but I'm being subtle about it. I don't want it to be all about me. I don't want to upstage whoever this person being crowned is, but I'm making appearances where I need to be.
and humble at the same time. That's got to be a tough line to walk.
Oh, it's so hard being this humble, for sure.
It's so hard. I am having some technical difficulties with Mr. Nerd's camera right now. Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
Okay.
Mr. Nerd, you look like your purple sparkles.
It's okay. It is now fixed.
So
It is all
beautiful.
good. We were having a little bit of issues right there for a minute.
I see your friends in the corner.
What? Oh, them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gildea, Vaza, what about the two of you?
I was gonna ask Azrael if Patty, if Azrael, if there's is there like a specific maybe like event that nobility are gathering at that is
So
like,
this
what I mean?
This whole the big party that's going on is the crowning ceremony of the new monarch of the entire country. So the main event is being held at the castle, which he said he was probably in the more higher up district. So that would be sort of in the same general region as like the higher up district, and then the castle, sort of built in together.
Okay. I'm just I'm thinking okay, if there's an event like this, there would normally be security. I don't know, maybe there's military personnel there doing security, and that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
The walls, because I don't trust the city, so I'm sticking to where I know, and I'm dipping in and out and just sussing out what's going on, mainly starting in the slum areas before I move my way up into the city to the higher ups and figure out what their game is.
Okay. Oh, all right. Let's start here then. Vaza.
Yes.
Since you arrived on the island, the sort of continent that makes up the Citadel, one thing that you have found significantly lacks is something that you don't see a lot of. One, Dragonborns. And you also, because you're more familiar with the race based on backstory information, dwarves. Two races that you were around constantly through your life are almost non-existent here. But as you start hugging the walls and making your way through the slums, you do see a Dragonborn who appears to have a small sort of cluster around him. And it is, you notice, this cluster is sort of cheering. As you get a little closer, you realize they're doing magic and trying to impress the local people. Dorcas, go ahead and roll me a performance check.
Okay. There it is. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad. 13. He's not doing too bad. His spells every now and again kind of get away from him, but he is able to sort of loop it back and make it seem like that's exactly what he was going for. What is what you're casting? What's this performance you kind of got going on?
So right now, let me look at my spells here real quick so I know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm using my frost spell to kind of make a ball of ice that I'm using my staff to float in the air, and then casting dancing lights to basically make the D&D version of a disco ball. But since no one knows what that is, it looks amazing.
I got you. Vaza, what do you think of this? Seeing this, you probably don't see many magicians using magic like this in your lifetime.
No, it's very bizarre. I don't really understand the point of what's going on in front of me, nor why all of these people seem to be very excited about what's going on. It's quite baffling to me, and I don't really get too close. I'm just kind of watching from behind, maybe 5 or 6 people deep.
Alrighty. As this show kind of goes on, Dorcas, from the crowd, a elven man sort of pushes his way past everyone to... Oh, hang on. Excuse me. Sort of pushes his way past everyone, and you recognize him as as Robert Hyde, the Silver Wolf member who hired you to do the event. And he sort of looks at you and he goes, "Hey, we're gonna be late. We need to get moving."
Oh, right. Sorry, just dealing with all the people here. I'm right behind you.
He sort of begins ushering you away, and he goes, "Everyone, if you want to continue to watch the show, there will be more up at the castle. So begin moving your way up there, and move quickly if you want to get in close." And he ushers you up through the city. Vesa, do you follow this sort of odd dragonborn, or do you just think he's a weird guy?
I'm intrigued as to why an elf would be coming to shimmy him along and what kind of is going on there. I think I'd follow, but again, I'd hang back. I don't want to be noticed by these individuals yet, because there are so few dragonborn around. I feel like that would prompt an immediate interaction, and I'm not quite ready for that at the moment.
Gotcha. So you tail them heading up towards the castle. Let's jump over. Let's see, I kind of want to move from the gates upward. FIFA. You are in sort of the market.
I'm FIFA.
In the market district, humbly boasting about your
Please,
achievements.
everybody, just carry on. Don't worry about it. If you'd like a sip from my cup, please come to me. But other than that, just go about your day, everybody, please.
You are kind of doing this, and someone approaches you and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have something to do with the event today?"
Oh, please.
What does that mean? Did you or didn't you?
Please. Stop, I'm blushing. Would you like a sip from the World Cup?
Well, what's in it?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, actually.
And then I take a little sip to try to remember what's inside him. It's goat's milk.
They just kind of go, "Oh, no, I've got this," and they pull up kind of a flask they have. They go, "It's filled with ale. I kind of figured maybe that's what everybody was drinking today."
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Would you be willing to top me off?
You want ale in your goat's milk?
Hold on. One moment, and I chug the rest of the goat's milk.
They go, "Oh."
And I hold it out.
In that case, yeah, sure. And they pour some of the ale from their flask into your cup. And they go, "Enjoy the event," and sort of begin shuffling back off into the crowd.
Thank you, my good person.
I'll
remember you.
As
what was your name?
They are already off into the crowd, sort of getting back into the swing of things. They're lost amongst the people walking. You're short, so it's kind of difficult to, keep track of as people move. As you sort of begin making your way through, in the main road that cuts up through the market district up into the... there's one sort of central main drag that goes from the front gates all the way up into the castle courtyard. You get sort of close to that main cut through, and a few people with bells begin walking through, making loud chiming and dinging. As they do, I saw that, Mrs. Nerd. That's not what that was. I actually, believe it or not, you want a fucking name? Watch this. I have a whole list of generic ass names. Their name was Anton. Okay, their name was Anton.
Okay.
Listen, what did you do?
What?
That's what she did. What did you do?
Put in chat, Dungeon Master avoiding naming NPCs.
Yeah, no, I have a list of generic names for that exact purpose. But group of individuals comes through ringing bells, and as you begin to watch, you see a parade of very fanciful looking chariots and wagons coming up through, and the people ringing the bells chant out, "Ceremony at the castle! Ceremony at the castle! Make way!"
Yes, make way, everyone. You don't want to get in the way.
As this parade sort of comes through, and let's see, you're pretty well traveled. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. My first roll.
It's pending. I don't know why it's pending for so long. Did you drop it off the table?
Yeah, it's rolling. It's going.
And
17.
spinning and turning.
You notice as you look at these wagons going by, all of the wagons and chariots have a symbol of some form of royal family on them. You've seen a few of these every now and again at the inns you stop at, but they are all very important people you gather. Do you sort of follow this parade as they chant the ceremony?
I kind of finagle my way. Is there like somebody like leading, like there's like a guard like clearing the path?
Yeah, like there's a couple of guards and then the people with bells as they're sort of clearing everyone through it so they can get down the road.
I'm gonna hop in front of the guard and start helping clear the path.
Very well.
Yes, move! The VIPs are coming through! Move for FIFA and his grand troop!
The guards
You're one of the VIPs as well.
The guards sort of
course.
look down at you a little awkward, but they're like, yep, sure, guys helping anyway. And you kind of just assume you're a part of one of these groups behind them as you guys push your way up through. Let's get into the upper district now. I want to go to Azrael, just because you said you were playing your cons in the upper district. What con are you working on right now? What's your kind of goal?
I think right now I am acting as if I'm the long-lost relative of one of the upperclassmen.
Okay. Sure. I'm gonna make you just roll persuasion. No. Isn't deception a check?
Deception is a check.
I'm gonna have you roll deception just right off the bat to see how well you've been doing in this. $18. Wow. This person is in tears. They are so overjoyed at the fact that you have come. They are a human man. He is just sitting on like a crate outside of one of the larger homes, and he is just bawling. He's like, I always knew that they said you wouldn't come back, but I knew you would. I knew it. I've missed you so much.
But I have returned. It's okay.
It's just on this of all days, the crowning day. You show up. Is there anything I can do for you?
I have fallen on some hard times. I may need a little to get by.
Oh, of course. I'd imagine getting here is such an expensive journey. And he sort of searches into his pockets, and pulls out 3 gold coins, and he goes, "It's all I have on me right now. We can go to the bank tomorrow and we can get more, but just right now, this is what I can give you."
Thank you, Uncle.
He just just uncle. He's like, "Oh, of course." And one of your one of your con friends who had originally convinced you to come with them to the Citadel approaches you and goes, "Hey man, I'm not getting anything. What about you?"
Nope, not a thing.
Roll deception again. $16. He goes, "Yeah, pockets are kind of empty here." And he looks over and he points out the very intricate chariots being led by a goblin and a few guards. And as he points them out, he goes, "That is where the real money is." He's
The goblin?
He goes, "No, behind the goblin." He's like, "The chariots, the ones headed to the castle, man. Can you imagine? Though, dude, look." And he points, and you realize that one of the chariots is from Malia, the city you were originally in. He goes, "That is the Lady of Malia's chariot, dude." It's like, the money's all in the castle. Why are we standing here?
You have a point.
Like, come on.
Start rubbing my chin. Checking my clothing, make sure I'm nice and pristine. Let's get to work.
It's like, "Yeah, man, let's get up there." And you guys head off in that direction. We now find ourselves in the castle, Gildea. You as well as a couple other soldiers have been. The amount of guards in the city has really gone downhill with the whole crime rise and everything, since there hasn't really been leadership. So soldiers have been given assignment in the capital to be guards around the city. You and a couple other soldiers from, mind you, not just Malia, like soldiers from the other realms as well, have been hired to sort of keep watch over this party. Let me describe the castle ballroom that this event is taking in, so I can give you kind of an outlook of where you might be. As you walk in to the main archway, there are 6 major columns spaced out about 10 to 15 feet apart each, along the left and right side of the room. The first area of columns is surrounded by spaced out tables for people to sit and dine. The next area is sort of a social area where there are waiters and things walking around with ale and mugs and glasses and things like that. And then there is a main event sort of uprise at the very end, and then beyond that is the actual throne. To the right side of the room is a very long bar where most people are getting their drinks taken to their tables or just sitting there and drinking. And then on the left side, there is a stage where a band has been playing. There are 2 large doors on either side of the on either side of the stage, and then 4 doors along each wall, one on either side of the stage and one on either side of the bar. That's a lot of information, I know. Where do you feel like you would be sitting around, or like standing your watch?
Well, I think I would be near but not next to the bar because, there's probably a lot of drinking going on. So
Absolutely.
I want to keep tabs on people.
Absolutely. It's been relatively slow. People have been sort of filtering in. Some of the more distinguished guests have started to arrive. No faces you really recognize. As the room starts to fill, it becomes harder to pick out specific people in the crowd. And as you stand there, a soldier comes by to you. You are an officer rank for the military. They are enlisted, so they are not really in the same bracket as you. And it is. Oops, hold on. I'm breaking things on my other screen. It is not a Malia Alliance soldier, which would be either Malia or Telbach. It is a Remet Alliance soldier. And they approach you and they acknowledge your rank. They go, Commander. And they see your insignia on your armor for the Malia army. And they sort of don't know how to react. And they go, I've been told to relieve you.
Relieve me?
Yes, ma'am. They're doing a rotation of the guards just to, keep people guessing about when we're moving. So I'm supposed to relieve you of this exact position.
On whose authority?
The Silver Wolves, ma'am. It's not mine.
Okay, remind me again.
The Silver Wolves are the ones who have been running the country since the war began.
Okay.
They're the ones who are going to be crowning the new monarch.
Okay. Relieved. And I'm gonna walk. I don't know.
As you begin to step away, he kind of stops you for a moment and he goes, Commander, well, if I may speak out of rank for a moment, I know we're supposed to be enemies here, and I know the event we're kind of watching over is supposed to end that, but try to have fun. I've been trying to, but with me relieving you from your spot, I mean, you're already up in the castle. Have a drink, something. I won't tell anyone, I swear. But just, this is supposed to be a day where the fighting ends.
Sure. I'm glad you've been enjoying yourself.
He kind of gets a worried face on when you say that, feeling like you're kind of, judging him for that, I guess. And he goes, right. Right. Anyway, my apologies, Commander. And goes to take his position. At this point, you are all here in this big event hall. What are y'all doing at this event? I kind of described it. If you need another description, I'll be happy to give that. But now you are in the castle as civilians, except for one of you. But what's up? Like, how what is everyone's like immediate thought of like, all right, I'm here?
I am setting up for my show. I'm very nervous. I've never performed for this many people and this many high-ranking people. I'm freaking out a little bit.
Okay, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. If you want.
No.
I would say that. Crap. I didn't have that page open. Robert kind of brings you over to the stage and sets you up in front of the band, and he goes, "Hey, don't be nervous. Just do. I'm telling you right now, if you do the tricks that you did for me at the bar in Malia, everything will be fine. Just don't get too in your head about it, okay?"
Right. Okay. Thank you.
He goes, "Yep, you're gonna do great," and he kind of leaves you to set up and get ready for your performance.
Okay.
You can go ahead now, Beardy. Sorry for interrupting you.
No, I apologize for jumping in. I probably head up to the first carriage and I like help them get out, and I'm like, yes, welcome. I didn't want to get a chariot myself. It felt a little strange. I decided to come in on foot, but welcome in. Enjoy the festivities.
So you begin letting this person out of the carriage, right? Like you begin to try to help, and it is a human man, roughly in his 30s, dark brown curly hair with a sort of bigger beard. He looks at you kind of odd and he goes, "Are you a part of my convoy?"
No, I'm another VIP. I just wanted to begin the networking process.
Oh, he sort of he gives you sort of like a quizzical look. He goes, I'm sorry, where, a VIP?
Yes, I'm sure you've heard of me. I am FIFA. I bear the World Cup. I'm part of the reason this is all happening.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. It's rolling.
It's a rolling.
I don't know which I want more, natural 20 or a natural 1.
That's a 12. That's not bad.
That's a 12.
He goes, FIFA. Right, of course. My apologies. It's been a busy day. Yeah, I'll see you inside, and hopefully we can talk more about your position in all of this.
Yes, absolutely. I look forward to it. What was, what is your envoy? That way I may catch you later. Who are you?
He sort of chuckles and he goes, you don't make it to Remit much, do you?
No, I'm more of a boots on the ground situation.
He sort of nods and goes, I see. Well, Alder Bolin, the Lord of Remit, incredible to meet you, and reaches out to shake your hand.
Alder Bolbal, good to meet you.
His smile sort of recedes a bit, and he goes, Bolin.
Bolin, yes, like the tie.
Sure, right. I'll see you inside, Lord, Sir Cupbear. And
please, Sir Cupbear is my father. Please call me FIFA.
He nods and sort of ushers himself through the gates of the main castle section.
I'll see you in there.
What about anybody else? What are y'all up to?
I would be observing the chariots while also trying to sell some wares on the side.
What are you trying to sell? I'm interested in
Whatever
that.
I've picked up.
Whatever you picked up, because he doesn't have it.
Just moving product.
Just moving product.
I've got these nice rings.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, you got the rings. You. Oh God, let me think. Observing the chariots while trying to sell some things on the side. Okay. An individual from one of the chariots wanders over to you. They are wearing finer clothes, but definitely not as fine as some of the people who are stepping out of the chariots. Oh, excuse me. And they come up to you and they go, hey, I heard you were selling some stuff?
I am. What are you interested in?
Well, you know, I'm interested in stuff. And he kind of like gives you a nudge of trying to like tell you without saying it.
You want the good stuff.
He's like, well, listen, it's not for me. I can't say who it's for because, you know, it's a big event, but if you got it.
Right. Of course I've got it.
Cool. So, what are you charging?
3 gold piece per.
He sort of like fixes himself and he's like, 3 per. Well, I mean, it's a little steep.
I have the finest quality in all of the kingdom.
Oh, hang on. I have to answer this text. I'm sorry. 1 word answers, perfect. He goes, finest quality. All right. How about 2 and 5 silver? I'm not allowed to carry too much on me, you know.
All right, I see you 2 and 5 silver. How about you throw in that dagger at your hip?
He sort of looks down and he goes, "Oh no! We hold these as our position. We're not allowed to give these away. I can't be doing that."
I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to pull here.
You know, I'm not trying to pull anything. And would you keep your voice down? Okay, listen. All right, both of us could get in a lot of trouble. All right. He kind of looks around and he spots a cluster of people walking in who appear to like turn around and see him talking to you, and he goes, "Oh, I gotta go. Listen, find me inside. Maybe amongst the crowd we can make something work. All right, I'll try to get a little extra money."
Can I try and pickpocket him as he walks away?
You can give it a shot. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand for that. I've heard you have a +5 to sleight of hand, so 13. Yeah, you're able to get that 5 silver out of his pocket before he's able to get away too far. Let's see here. All right, I think, let's see. Vaza, let me see what you're up to. You saw the elf and dragonborn enter.
The other dragonborn. Yeah. I followed them in, and I've worked out where all of the guards are, in the building, and what their habits are, sort of their area that they're patrolling. So I'm just keeping my back to the wall. There's no one behind me, but I'm just viewing what's going on, and ready to see what this other dragonborn is going to do for all these people.
Gotcha. One thing, go ahead and roll an investigation check. Just because if you're trying to get like a lay of the land of like where the guards are and things.
7.
Okay, so you were able to decipher like, okay, there is at least 1 guard at each major door. There's 2 at the main entrance. Something you notice that you're not sure about. There are 2 individuals wearing a very dark green armor standing up at the front of like where the throne is. They don't look like any guards you've ever seen, and you can't tell where they are from. They don't change, they don't alternate, new people don't come to relieve them. But you notice that these 2 individuals are planted where they're at. And that's, about what you can get from your checking out of the guards. Okay.
Are they talking to each other?
No. They
Okay.
You for a moment mistook them for statues. They are motionless. The only movement you see is their heads slightly move back and forth as they scan the room.
Okay.
So you are all in your sort of areas. Oh wait, Gilead, did you you took the suggestion from the guard who relieved you and decided to loosen up a bit, going to the bar, right? Is that what you said, or am I wrong? If I'm wrong, tell me. Okay. I'm sorry. That's okay. Where did you go from there? I must have misread.
I first would have checked to see if the other guards that like were what's the M word? The M city
Malia.
Malia, thank you. If the other Malian guards were also relieved
No, it seems to be
at the same time.
It seems to be kind of a mix. When you look and see the other guards, there are some Malia Alliance. You see some wearing armor specifically from Telbach. You see Savine and Remet. The guards are just kind of a mix of all the nations. It's not exactly just Malia, just Savine, just any of that.
Okay. Well, then, then I guess I will get myself a pint of ale and find a, I don't know, wall to go stand against.
Very well. As you all begin your various performances and scams and sort of look-arounds, a horn blares as the final people begin to usher their way into the castle. A few individuals take the stage. Oh, God, excuse me. I've got the burps so bad right now. A few individuals take the stage. They are wearing long silver glistening robes. There are, let me see, I need to be quicker on the access of these individuals and their names and information. I really do. There is a...
To Anton.
What
happened to Anton?
What happened to Anton? Oops. Okay. There is a very older looking human man who kind of seems to lead the proceedings of these people. There are God, who all do I want to be involved in this interaction right now? Robert, the elf who had originally hired you, Dorcas, is standing next to that man, and then Dragonborn woman, another Dragonborn, rare to see, is standing with them as well. They approach and go to the center of the stage, and the older human goes, If I may have your attention, please, everyone. I would like you all to please begin settling into your positions as we begin the festivities. For over 100 years, we have seen this entire country suffer greatly at the hands of a bitter war that seemed to have no end. And though, yes, us, the Silver Wolves, took it upon us to make sure the country was taken care of, but we have lacked in that department. But no more. For today, we bring a new face to this nation. One that will lead us into a brilliant time of peace and perhaps end all talk of war for as long as they reign, or beyond. He steps aside and allows the Dragonborn woman to step up and goes, Everyone, lords and ladies alike, I would like to introduce to you the new queen of Persalon. And one of the doors next to the stage opens. A few guards step out, and there is a person amongst them that is sort of hard to distinguish as they walk up. And when they make it to the stage, the Dragonborn woman lets out her arm to bring them, and a tiefling woman who seems rather young, you'd probably guess in her early 20s, comes up to the stage, and she goes, Persalon, the Queen, Eleanor Estera. And there are a lot of cheers, but you also notice a few gasps as a tiefling is said to be crowned. You hear a few whispers and murmurs. The word demon is the word demon is definitely thrown around once or twice by some of the, less open viewing folks. And as this is sort of thrown around, the original person steps forward again and goes, Everyone, I understand it may seem a little odd but please hear her out. And this new queen steps forward and goes, I am so grateful to be given this opportunity to rule you all. And I hope through my guidance and through the work with your fellow lords and ladies, we can make this nation truly one to be proud of again. The elven man, Robert, steps forward with a very ornate crown set upon a pillow. He sets the pillow down on the throne and raises the crown up high. As he does, Gildea, you said 10 years of military experience?
Well, it'd be 11 now.
11 now.
Because we decided
right, year
10...
and a half. I want you to roll a perception check.
Okay. Just want to roll a perception.
Try pressing the plus number next to it, not like the actual. Instead of clicking perception, click the like modifier.
That must not be on the right.
Let's see here.
Yeah, there we go.
Did you get it?
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh.
It's not popping up for me.
Oh.
It was a 15 on my end.
15, yeah.
Was it a 15? Okay.
Yep.
With that, with your experience in the military, when you know that you're walking into a bad situation, do you have any tells, like hair sticking up on the back of your neck, your eye twitches, maybe you have a weird smell that you associate it with? And, no, honestly, like sometimes things happen and that's just what you associate something to.
I have I have a toe twitch.
A toe twitch? That's I like it. It's fine. Totally good.
Don't we all?
Is it the big toe or the little toe?
Big.
Or the middle one?
Your big toe.
Definitely the big toe.
Perfectly fine. You are sort of standing at the bar watching all of this happen. You instinctively, your eyes are probably scanning over the audience. As your eyes scan over the audience, you cannot tell why, but your toe starts to twitch. Like, you don't have an exact reason. You didn't see anything from what you can tell, but you start getting this feeling that you get when you... The feeling you've gotten before when you are about to be ambushed. You get this sort of overwhelming sense of, something's not right here. Something is... I don't see something.
Okay.
As a
Definitely putting that pint down.
With that, Vaza, you said you were kind of getting ready to watch Dorks' performance on the stage.
Yeah.
So you're probably in the midst of the crowd a little bit?
Yeah, I've still got like some enough space behind me that if I needed a backup I could do, but yeah, I'm still fairly on the fringes, but ready to watch whatever it is that he's about to do.
Okay. You are sort of watching this event in the midst of this group, and you are shoved from behind you. Someone shoves past you. Actually, a few individuals, which is odd because no one really has been moving. Everyone's been watching.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that. Don't shove me.
You snap up to, respond to this, and you notice something about the people who shoved you. They are wearing long cloaks, and on the back of the cloak is a very large insignia, one that you recognize from the day by the lake. The individuals who tried to rob you were wearing the same cloaks.
Yeah.
You notice this insignia, and just as you do, the crown that the one silver wolf is holding is lowered onto the queen's head, and as it rests fully and he pulls his hands away, a single arm reaches up over the crowd as a wand is pointed towards the stage, and a giant fireball is shot in the direction of the throne.
Do I see this?
Yes, you absolutely do. You're standing up on the stage and see it happen over top of things.
Can I try and do something about it?
You can give it a shot. What would you like to do?
I would like to try and cast Ray of Frost.
Okay.
The counter.
So, are you trying to like hit the fireball with frost?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say roll an attack with disadvantage because you're trying to hit a spell while it's moving.
Okay. Let's see, how do I do that?
So you'll just roll twice, and you'll roll your attack twice, and we'll take the lower.
Okay. Right. Do I just roll a d20 for that?
There should be an attack, isn't there?
It should be. Just trying to find it.
Here, let me look at your character sheet here.
Should be
Oh, 4 Ray of Frost. I see it, yeah.
Okay.
I see it. Okay. That's the first one. That's a good one.
But remember,
Okay,
disadvantage, so we're gonna take the lower of the two.
That's not bad.
bad either way.
All right. You shoot this beam of frost across the crowd, and there are screams as you do it. Many people begin running away from not only the stage, but away from where the fireball was cast. As they do, your shot hits the fireball, and it seems to melt as it gets close to the fireball. Roll Arcana. I want you to roll an Arcana check.
Okay. That's less good. That's less good.
Okay. You of course have, even though you've had to enroll in multiple, magic academies. You've read a lot of books about magic. Whatever this is, you don't know. Like, this is not a textbook fireball. Your shot should not have melted when it made contact. You can't tell the exact magic, but it's definitely not fireball.
Okay.
It is shot across. It shoots across and flies towards the throne. There are screams and gasps as it does. The head silver wolf who had begun the speech takes a step in front of the queen. And has everyone here seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we talking about the disaster or the show?
The show.
There's only one.
Okay.
There's only one.
Yeah, there's only one.
I was just gonna say, let's not bring
make
up.
a movie out of that.
Oh my
Oh.
god! Travesty.
So in Avatar: The Last Airbender, when Aang does his when he moves his hands in a circle and wind kind of dissipates whatever is thrown at him, this silver wolf seems to do the same thing as he basically turns this entire fireball into hand size and catches it in his hands and begins to quickly run away without unclasping his hands.
That's cool.
When he does this, the majority of the crowd has now retreated to the far wall where the main doors are. A group of individuals wearing dark black cloaks, wearing all of the same insignia, stand in the center of the ballroom. The one who had the wand that shot the fireball seems to stand a little taller than the rest, and unlike the others who have their hoods down, keeps his hood up, and an unnormal fog seems to shield his face.
the green guys moved since this has happened?
Yes, I was just about to start with that. The two individuals wearing the green armor draw long swords and charge at the individual. As they do, the individual turns their head and snaps their fingers, and the two drop to their knees without having to fight this urge. They immediately drop.
Fuck, it's Thanos.
As they do, the hooded individual sort of cocks their head and goes, "Allow me to relieve you of your burden," and waves their hand, and the two of them, their eyes glow bright and begin to shine extremely bright as wraiths remove from their body and dissipate into the air. The two bodies collapse.
Oh!
They
Throw up.
throw up.
Throw up in your cup.
The individual turns
Faces
back
the world.
and sees everyone cowering in fear in a large circle around. Sees the entire ballroom cowering in fear in a large circle around this cluster of individuals. The person with the wand breaks the wand in half, and a portal opens behind them. They step back, and before exiting the portal, it says, "Kill them all," and the portal closes as they step through. I want everyone to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Like I have to get my hands dirty.
Here we go. Why did I ever come to this big capital place? What did I ever think was
Somebody-
gonna happen here?
What is a B?
Ooh.
B is a nat 20.
Oh, of course. I roll a nat 20 on freaking initiative. Great. Awesome. That's like the one time it does not matter, and that's what I do. Great. We're fucked. My spells are going to be shit.
I need to open some literature. While we're doing this, Momo, I noticed your chat point of who made the Terribad logo. That was our own Beardy,
I'm Beardy.
who put that together for us. It was very nice. He actually made a couple different logos, and that's the one we had agreed on. So
You're not Beardy, you're FIFA.
FIFA.
I'm FIFA.
That's FIFA and Beardy.
Beardy
Beer feet.
FIFA?
I hate it.
Okay.
Oh,
Let me,
FIFA is responsible for all of this.
I love the 20. That's so cool.
let me open up a thing here. Okay.
20 on it.
Let me check
Seriously.
something. 1, 2, 3. I got 3 initiative
Beauty
rolls.
is amazing.
There's an intimidation check in there.
Someone rolled to intimidate?
Yeah. I think, Vaza, I think you accidentally did intimidation instead of initiative.
That works.
Did I?
Did Vazna roll high enough to intimidate us out of initiative?
It was a 12, so no.
Doubt it.
So,
Yay.
this
I just love how my guy, who is not he has not learned magic for combat. He's fucking like, yeah, let's do this. Let's go.
Where is initiative?
Uh,
Why
so
am I
next to
so
armor class?
dyslexic?
Yeah, it's right at the top.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Um,
also dyslexic, so, let's
Me
just
too.
throw that in there for the mix.
Dorcas and Gildea, you both got 21s. Who has a higher dexterity out of the two of you?
Probably her. I have a.
I don't. It just cut out. I have a 14.
You have a 4.
She's
Okay.
higher.
Yeah, so you will go first then, out of the two of you.
Okay.
Come on, girl, do it for the women.
All right.
I believe in you.
Give me
Doesn't
a.
that-
Well, I might do. I'm not sure yet.
How many targets do we have here?
There are 5.
Is there a full representation of that, or is it?
I don't currently have a battle map. I'm not good at making battle maps, but I can describe
That's totally
everything
fine.
as good as possible.
No,
Are
that's
they
totally.
close together or are they spread out?
They are in a cluster,
Okay.
in the
Okay.
center. Let me, I need to write down initiative, by him, so just give me a moment to make sure that gets done.
I kind of like this order.
Oh, where do you see the order?
Well, I'm seeing the order of. I'm looking at the order of rolls.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I like the fact that I'm going last because I don't really feel like being in combat.
Oh, you don't want to get your hands dirty? Would you just rather
Exactly.
take all of the riches at the end once we've dispatched of all of the? You could just pilfer through the bodies.
You got it.
My character's not supposed to like combat either, but
You're gonna have to just suck it up, pal. Come on.
He's really upset that he does not get to do his gig.
yeah, right.
I was in the middle of a con. Now I'm pissed.
It's either that or because someone attacked a beautiful woman because I saw the queen and I'm probably falling in love with her because I fall in love with every beautiful woman I see because I'm very immature and naive.
Oh,
You've not been stung by life yet. You're all out there, just like hi.
I had a drink for the first time in my one shot, and that's the only time I've drank so far. So whatever I drink again,
Amazing.
Vaza,
That's
did you
amazing.
To be
Brilliant.
young and have not felt life's cruel sting.
Ding.
Vaza, did you re-roll for your initiative since you did intimidation by accident?
No, hang on. Let me do that. Ooh,
That's really good.
I like that.
Ooh-wee.
ooh wee.
Are you also ready for a fight?
Ooh woo. Yeah, let's go.
Okay,
I don't see. Oh, there it is. No, that's not it.
there we go. We got it. All right. First up in the order is going to be Gildea. So you are over by the bar. There are 5 individuals sit in sort of the center ball area. Not too far from you. You could probably get there. You could get there in one movement. And it's your turn. You have the floor.
Yep. So we're just gonna go forward and try to, crack some heads together. Not literally, like just attack with with my Morning Star. If I can, I don't know. I don't know how 5th edition does, like, if it's like a full turn to do like move.
Okay, so you in combat you can do a move and an action and a bonus action if you have one available. Talking is a free action, and I believe checks are counted as a bonus action, or maybe they're an action.
Okay.
One of the two. I'm the DM. I can decide, so I'll say whatever I want.
That's true.
Yes.
Good.
You're in charge. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to lunge toward whichever one of these cloaked figures is closest and attack them.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay.
17. That is going to hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. Quick question, just out of curiosity for me personally. Morning Stars are the one that have a rod and then the ball on the end of it. It's not a chain. The chain is a flail, right?
Yeah, that's a flail.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
Rod, ball, that's spiky.
Gotcha.
Spiky rods and balls.
5 damage.
That's
Okay, so you run up on this cloaked individual and bring your Morning Star down, and you catch one of the weaker parts of their armor, hitting them pretty good, 5 damage. Next up in the order is Dorcas. After Dorcas, it will be one of the assassins, and then FIFA, you will be on deck.
how far away are they?
From you, let me see. I have like a makeshift battle map here, so let me see if I can estimate that. Oops. My battle map is breaking. See, this is why I don't make battle maps.
RIP battle map.
Make stuff up.
They're roughly 20-25 feet from you. They're about as far
how,
from you that they were from Gildea.
how close together are they standing?
Within 5 feet.
They're all within 5 feet of each other?
In a line. Like...
Okay. So if I wanted to catch some of them in a 15-foot cube, how many would I get?
You could get 3 of them.
Okay, let's do that. I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
Although to do that, I'm going to ooh, this is going to be dangerous. Do I dare?
Yes.
I mean, I rolled a natural 20 for initiative, so apparently I'm all in this. So I'm going to move fairly close to them. Me wearing paper, mind you, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm going to move fairly close to them and cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
So let's see what.
I will ask you just to describe what Thunderwave does, because I personally don't know all the spells by memory, and maybe some of our viewers might not. So.
Sure. So I'm going to cast Thunderwave. It's a wave of thunderous force that sweeps out from myself to each creature within a 15-foot cube originating from me. They all have to do a Constitution saving throw. On a failed throw, they take 2d8 of damage and are pushed 10 feet away from me. On a successful save, they only take 1d8 and they aren't moved.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and cast that. I can say that. So if you want to hit the 3 on your side of the room, you can do it safely without hitting anyone else.
Okay.
So if you wanna.
If I move closer, could I get another one?
No, because it's a 15-foot cube. So based on like the way they are spread out.
Okay. So I think actually for this, I don't have to. They just have to do a saving throw. I don't actually have to roll anything.
Okay, and you said it was a dexterity saving throw, right? Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Okay. What's
also, does any objects that are not bolted down to the ground are going to go flying 10 feet?
Interesting. Okay.
And the spell, a thunderous audible boom that goes out 300 feet.
300 feet?
Yeah, the boom, the sound, yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Interesting.
So us that are standing nearby, are we going to go flying?
No, you will
That's
just...
all objects.
Yeah, the sound is what's gonna affect. Okay.
What a loud boom!
Sure. Okay. Constitution save throw. What is the number to beat? I gotta roll for 3 of them.
12.
Gotta beat a 12. Let's see what we got going on here. Only one of them saves.
Sweet.
The
Okay,
other 2
so
will take full damage.
Okay, and they're going to get pushed 10 feet as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the damage for the one. Do I get to add anything to that?
I'm not
Doesn't look like.
sure. Let me open your character sheet here just to be 100% on that, because I, don't want you to not do all the damage you're able to do.
I have my staff right here.
Thunderwave. No, it seems to be just 2d8.
It's going to be just the D8
2d8.
for 2 of them. I'm going to do the one that saved first,
Okay.
and that's just one.
Well,
D8.
wait, what is it? It's so if hold on. So if they save, they only do 1d8 instead of 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that one first. The damage for that one first.
Or wait, does it say that it's halved?
It says it's halved.
If,
It says it's halved.
If it's halved, then you roll total, and they just take half of whatever your total
All right.
is.
Here's the first one. It only takes 4. And that one's not pushed.
Okay, wait a minute.
Or is this for all of them? Do they all take?
This will be all of them. So they'll all. Okay. So 2 of them will take 8, and 1 of them will take 4, and the 2 who take 8 will be pushed.
Yep.
Okay. Just making 100% sure here.
All right, I didn't make a fool of myself. That's really all I care about.
Okay.
What do you mean you didn't make a fool of yourself?
Look, I rolled a 20 on initiative. Usually that means that I'm going to start rolling 1s when it matters.
Okay.
So.
You.
Good knowledge. Good knowledge.
You jump.
But I didn't this time.
You jump off the stage and charge towards the 3 on your side of the room. How do you cast? I'm curious. Do you have a wand that you cast from? Do you do it with your hands?
My staff.
You have a staff.
I have a staff. I normally more experienced wizards can do it without a staff, and they can also do it without like using words. I'm not as experienced, so I need an item to help me focus the magic. So I use.
So do you? I'm just kind of curious. I want to know more about like how you cast, because wizards, like you said, cast differently depending on their skill level. Do you point the staff at them? Do you do like the thing where you slam the staff down on the ground and like?
Oh, I totally do the thing.
You shall not pass them. And
yeah, for this
Are you Gandalfing right now? Excuse you.
All right.
How dare you besmirch the name of Gandalf?
You charge up and slam your staff down, and a booming wave comes from its point. The cloaked figure closest to you sort of holds up their hands, and they aren't really pushed back, and they hold themselves steady. But the two standing next to them were not prepared and get thrown back by where the two green armored individuals were. Do they become prone, or they just get pushed back?
It just says push back.
Okay, so they they're able to keep their footing, but they are thrown backwards and keep themselves stood. Next in the order is going to be the assassin who saved. The cloaked figure you say. I wrote it down as assassin just because I wanted a word I could write quickly. He's going to attack you, Dorcas.
As well he should. This is
let's see what we got going on here.
I find this acceptable. Protective paper.
God, I'm wearing so much. I'm gonna roll this into my naivety somehow, but damn.
He pulls from underneath his cloak a scimitar, and is going to take a swing at you.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll for that. Let me see what I've got going on here in terms of stats. That is a 15.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Okay.
Is that smart a little bit? Just a tad.
I mean, I only have an armor class of 11, so.
Did you get a paper cut?
Probably, yeah.
He is going to hit you for 3 damage.
Okay, that's like it. Could be worse. Could be worse. How do I do it? Is there a way Oh, there we go. Just like that.
And so he sort of collects himself and pulls the scimitar and takes a slash at you, but is still a little daisy from the hit, so he only catches you a little bit to do that 2 damage.
2 or 3?
3 damage. That's right. Rolled a 2. He got a +1. So 3 damage.
Doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm down to 11 HP, everyone. So yeah.
Hang in there, buddy.
FIFA, you are up.
Should be gung ho.
And then after FIFA will be another one of the cloaked figures, and then Azrael, you will be after them.
FIFA, you're muted.
Yeah, we do not hear you.
I look over to where this fight is breaking out, and I will not let anybody ruin my big day. I see that the Dragonborn took a little hit, but it seemed like just a tiny little scratch, so I'm not going to heal yet. I am going to get my staff out, and I whirl it up in the sky a couple times, and the tip of the staff begins to light up like the North Star in the night sky. And I shoot it straight at the one that just hit Dorcas, and I cast Guiding Bolt.
Alrighty. In meta terms, what does a Guiding Bolt do?
Please tell me you convert him to your religion.
Huh?
Please tell me you're trying to guide him to like your faith and just you're trying to missionary him.
The way of the cup.
Absolutely not. Behold the way of the cup. And a flash of light streaks towards them, and I rolled a 22 to hit as this beam of radiant energy comes at them.
That is absolutely going to hit. Yes.
Great. They take. It's rolling 4d6.
It's 4d6 damage? Wow, what a spell.
Yeah. Yeah, first level too, and I get 2 free casts of it a day as a star druid. So I deal 11 radiant damage to them, and I say, "Hey, you better back off, or you'll bear my wrath."
Love it. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Oh no, my phone's battery is low because I'm monitoring chat on it.
Ripperoni.
I need to do math, phone. Don't do this to me right now.
I need to do math.
All right. After oh no, my phone charger isn't actually plugged in. I'm falling apart here, guys.
You're doing great. You're doing
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
You launch this bolt across the sort of I keep wanting to say dance floor, but that's not what it is.
It is now.
It is now.
Night fever, night fever.
You launch this bolt across the hall, and just after the attack, the hooded figure leaves himself kind of open from the slash, and this bolt hits them right in the center of the chest and sort of burns away at the cloak that they are wearing, and they definitely like sort of recoil for a second, but they still look like they are prepared to fight.
Sweet. And then, as the bolt hits them and like begins to damage them with the radiant light, they also begin to light up like a star, and they begin to glow a little bit. And the next person who makes an attack roll against them has advantage.
Ooh,
It's part of the spell.
interesting. Okay.
Also, just want to say, Beardy, I caught that lyric reference. I don't know if anybody else.
I did too.
Airplanes in the night sky.
Like shooting stars.
Pretty much everybody.
And if I could use my bonus action to hide behind somebody, anybody, that would be my turn.
Let me look at this sort of makeshift battle map. What is the range on that attack?
The range on Guiding Bolt is 120 feet.
Oh geez, you can kind of be anywhere, huh?
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell me what landmark you feel like you were kind of close to in this sort of grand hall here.
Ooh.
Oh wait,
I
hang
feel
on.
like
You're on
I
roll.
would be-
You're on roll 20, right?
I am on roll.
Let me
else.
let me share this map to you so you can kind of see what I'm dealing with here.
All right. Ooh, love it.
It's not the best, but it's enough for
Is
you.
that
to
Paul Rudd?
No, it is not Paul Rudd.
It absolutely should be. Just saying.
I'm probably very close to the bar.
Okay. So these really big circle things with like the points coming off them are the columns. So if you wanted to hide behind one of those, that would be somewhere you can move to.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly where I would like to go. And goblins get to hide as a bonus action, so I would like to do that.
Nice.
Once again, I see you guys logging on to see this map. It is just reference. It is not exact. What I have described is not perfectly what this is, so we're working with it.
Paul Rudd.
It's not Paul Rudd. It definitely looks like Paul Rudd. It is not Paul Rudd.
Wait, where are you looking at this? Is this on roll 20?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Who is next? It is one of the cloaked figures is up next.
Are the people that were pushed toward the people wearing green? Who are the people wearing green? Are they on our side? Are they alive?
They're dead on the floor.
They're the dead ones.
They're crumpled. They got wraithed. They're gone.
They are the dead.
They made an attempt.
No longer alive.
They made a valiant attempt, and now two of your pushed back guys are relatively close to them in their windswept nurse.
So one of the individuals that got pushed back looks up and sees this beam of light shriek across the hall, and is going to rush over in the direction they believe it went. But of course, you used hide as a bonus action, so they don't actually know where you are. So they're going to head across the floor and use movement just as their action to get in that general area. The next up is Azriel.
I see the shining light. of this rogue and think, shiny?
Oh my god!
So I walk up to him from behind and stick my rapier into his back.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? You're gonna stab FIFA?
No, the shining light of the rogue guy.
Oh, the dude who's glowing.
Yeah.
Okay, you said I see the shiny light of the rogue and I stab him and I was like, wait.
I'm pretty sure FIFA's not a rogue.
uh
I be the rogue.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sabotage, group sabotage.
All right. So you wanna stab the one who is glowing.
Yes,
I didn't realize friendly fire was enabled.
Honestly, totally thought you go try and steal stuff from FIFA. That's really what I thought was gonna happen.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that's not gonna happen.
Go ahead and roll for your attack.
I literally have a cup.
This would be an advantage because of the golden glow, right?
Yes, you get
Yeah.
advantage from the energy. Oh my god, what did I just break? It's
Ooh,
fine.
I'm kind of glad.
My heart.
Was that first one a nat 20?
No, it wasn't. I actually thought it was a 3, so I'm kind of glad that.
Okay. So 24 is what we're going to go with, I believe. So yeah, that absolutely hits. So go ahead and roll for your damage. Excuse me, 5 damage.
Is he unalive?
He is not.
So he's still alive?
Yes. So you.
This is unfortunate because now I have to stab him again.
Oh, you're gonna use your bonus action to do your
I
second
am.
attack. Very well.
How do you know what your bonus actions are?
It's mainly just
Look
stabbing
at-
things.
Okay.
You can
Oh,
also
no, for him, at least.
I also have bonus actions to run away or hide,
Yeah.
but I don't want to do that right now. I'm kind of pissed.
Spells will have the description on them, like can be used as a bonus action, or like as a bonus action you may, or they usually have that phrasing in their description.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a specific symbol or something that Beardy was trying to point out. We didn't mean to interrupt.
No, what?
Oh.
That will not hit. So you stab this individual in the back, but you don't fully catch the brunt of their body. Their cloak is really flowing, and so you can't really judge where the body ends. So you get a very significant chunk of their side when you do stab them, but they sort of whip around to see what happened, and you miss with your dagger attack. Next in the order is oh no, what have I done? What have I done?
I don't know.
I have made a terrible mistake. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Vaza, I want you to take your turn right now. You were supposed
Okay, where am I in relation to all of these scatterings of bodies?
I'm hang on. I want to call myself on my stupidity. You were supposed to take a turn a while ago, and I absolutely missed it because when you re-rolled, I had to rewrite your name in, and I skipped over it because it was like off to the side. So I apologize, but I want you to take your turn now, so that way that you can do your turn. Where are you in comparison? I would say since you were going to watch the
I'm really close to Dorcas, really, aren't I?
yeah, you're on the same side of the room as him, but you're probably a little further back than he is since you were over by the stage.
And since I charged in stupidly.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Good name. Good name, Dorcas. Okay, so... Okay, so the two that got pushed back towards the green guys, would you say that they're one behind the other in like my eye line? So if I like had like one standing in front and the other kind of like behind them at a diagonal.
One of them moved away.
Yes, one of them did move away.
One of them moved away.
Yes. So there's only one over by the green armored individuals.
Okay, I want to go and hit them with my longbow.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack for that.
You're literally just gonna smack them with the bow. You're not gonna shoot them.
I'm gonna smack them with the bow. No, I'm gonna like shoot my bow and like hopefully it's gonna literally go right in between their eyes. No, I'm not just gonna walk over and be like, "Hi." Bam!
So I will say this. You say right between your eyes. 5e does not have a system for called shots, but the sort of understood rule is that if you call your shot before you make the attack, you will roll with disadvantage. But if you hit, you will do double damage for your called shot.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's go with that. Screw
Okay,
it. Let's
so-
go all in.
So you want to hit them in the face, is what you're
I
calling
want to
it.
hit them. Yeah, I want to hit them in the face.
Okay, so roll your attack twice, and we'll use the lower of the two.
Right. Okay. Is that on the left or the right?
Hang on. Give me one moment.
Hang on.
Right?
Where am I?
Yeah. Under actions.
So with your longbow, under your attack or actions, you'll just hit the plus modifier, the one that just says +4. That's your attack.
Yeah, got that.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Am I going again?
Yeah.
Why are these not showing up for me? The first one didn't show up.
First one was a 19. The second one was a 10.
So the 10 does not hit. So you take aim, you feel very confident in your shot, you're like, I'm gonna hit him right in the head, and you let loose your arrow, and it just brushes by their head and clinks to the ground on the stairs behind them.
Disappointing.
Does anyone else hear her call out the shot?
Do you say it out loud, Vaza?
No, I thunked it in my brain.
Just the eyes narrow, just like headshot, and
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I'm not like FIFA. I'm not ready to just present everything out to the world. I'd keep it a little bit, a little bit hush.
Give it a try next time.
The next one is the next up in the order is the cloaked figure that you just missed. Actually, they are going to charge up and attack Azrael, who just hit their friend from behind.
I did no such thing.
Hey, let me see.
Can he
here.
roll a bluff check to see if he can just say he didn't do it? Wasn't me.
I didn't do it with me.
Has the bloody rapier. Just
But think of what happened if he
And Orcus would be like, I don't know. Look what he did.
You must be mistaken.
Give me a moment. I need to look something up that I did not have prepared. I apologize. Oh, that's not right.
I think it's interesting that attacking you when I'm the one who threw him back. I'm totally fine with it though, because I don't want to die.
Well, he's between Azrael's between you and him, so he's.
Oh, cool. I'm grateful for that because
I'm not.
I need people with heavier armor than my paper to be between me and the people I'm fighting.
You charged up.
Yeah, you ran in, dude. Like that's on you.
I mean, you have paper. I have cardboard. So let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Yeah, I ran in. I'm 19. I am naive AF.
and I have a cup.
FIFA has a cup. Okay, FIFA, you got more than a cup. That spell you launched was badass. Did that hit more than one person?
That
or
was
just-
cool.
No,
Oh,
it just
yeah.
hits one person.
Just hit one person.
And he can. What'd you say? You can cast it twice
So
without
as a
using.
Star Druid, I can cast it twice a day without using a spell slot.
There we go.
Which is nice.
Okay. The cloaked individual is going to
Aggressive. Be aggressive.
run up on you, Azrael, and they are going to take a just like they're gonna take a punching swing at you. So I'm going to roll for that. What is your armor class?
14.
That is a 2. Let me check something here. So, alright, yeah. They kind of brush your shoulder a bit when they swing, and you feel this sort of tingling on your arm, almost like something was meant to happen, but you don't feel any different. So that is their attack. The next one up is going to be... Oh, goodness gracious. Let me think.
We back to Gildea at this point?
No. The next one up is the one that's actually hasn't been attacked at all. The individual that's been sort of witnessing all this happen. They saw the arrow fly and almost hit their friend, and so they are going to charge after you, Vaza.
Beautiful. Come at me, bro.
Oh no!
And
You're hiding. Shush. Don't let anyone know where you are.
and they
From
are
behind the pillar, a goblin voice just go, "Oh no!"
oh no, and I know. They are going to also draw a scimitar and make an attack at you. So what is your armor class, Vaza?
16.
16. That does not hit, definitely. So they come and charge up at you, and their sword doesn't make great contact with you and just sort of bounces off.
And I counter and hit them with my hand axe in return.
Do you have a reaction?
Where do I find that?
You should have, under actions, you should have a reaction subtab.
Oh, I do. Yes, opportunity attack.
Attack of opportunity only happens if you are in combat and that person moves away from you.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, so that...
Then screw you, you little bitch, you missed.
It's like one of those cartoons. Doing.
If the person who just attacked her moves away from her, she'll get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, so like if she wanted to do
okay.
if she wanted to do like an attack with her sword or her axe or whatever, and she was in combat with that person, like they were in her range, and they moved away from her, or they moved past her as they were running from someone else, if they're in that melee range, she can do an attack of opportunity against that person.
What if they're pulled away from her?
I don't think so, because that would be just like a spell acting on that person.
Okay.
Next up is the figure that Gildea had attacked. So they are going to... I'm going to say they're going to take a unarmed strike at you as well. What is...
Well, they don't have any weapons?
Hold on. What is your armor class, Gildea? I mean, you're a paladin, so I'd assume pretty high.
She's big and clunky.
Yeah, I am big and clunky. It's 18.
18. That just misses. So they kind of take a drill at you and catch your armor, and there's like a resounding dong as they grasp their hand in pain. And just like with Azrael, you feel a little tingle like something was meant to go on, but nothing happens. And you are now up in the order.
Okay. Let's go. Yeah, we're just gonna attack that one that just attacked me again.
Oh.
So, hit. Ooh.
That sounds so, positive.
As it still loads. 14. That hits.
Oh, wow. Cool.
That does hit, so go ahead and roll
All
your
right.
damage. 4. All right. You smash them with your Morning Star as a response to them trying to punch you. And they are definitely hurt by it, but they look like they could just keep going.
Ugh. Alright.
Alright. Dorcas, you are now up.
Is it possible for me at all to know, like, who's more injured and who's less?
I can give you kind of like a judgment call.
Okay.
Based off your look at the battlefield. By the way, Vaza, you are on deck for your actual turn that I accidentally skipped last time. But you are on deck for the next. The person in front of you seems to be like they are definitely having a run of it. Like, they're not bloodied, but they look very weak. The others around don't seem too hurt. Actually, one of them hasn't even been touched. So,
Which one hasn't been touched?
the one that attacked Vaza. So they would be behind you.
You also have a dude in your face.
It's true.
Yeah, I know I have a dude in my face. I'm just trying to think, would I care about the dude in my face, or would I be more just one to help other people? Because I'm unaware that I wear paper. No, I'll go after the dude in my face. I'm just trying to decide how much I want to hit him.
Again, he definitely is hurt, but not bloodied.
Okay. Am I allowed to know how much, like, if they're at half health, is that when they're bloodied, or
bloodied is like borderline of death.
Okay, so they're definitely not borderline of death. Okay.
No.
Well, okay. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile.
Alrighty. Go ahead.
Now
And...
this is I'm gonna create 3 darts of magical force, which I will basically take my staff and kind of like draw each of them in the air and summon them up very quickly.
Okay.
And I get a target. It doesn't say anything about rolling. It doesn't say anything about a saving. It seems to say that I just hit.
Let me check this just to be 100% sure. Doesn't it also say that you can target more than one individuals?
It does, yeah. I can target up to 3 people.
Now, I'm not saying you have to do that. If you want all 3 of them to hit the one person, that's perfectly fine. I was just curious because I've definitely used Magic Missile in the past.
Yeah.
Let me... Uh-oh. Why can't I look at this? Okay. You create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice. It's in range.
Range 120 feet. I mean, it seems to say that I can just hit him.
Yeah, it doesn't say they have to make a saving throw or anything. I think you just have to roll to attack, right? Beardy?
I don't know.
Is that typically how that works?
There's no symbol there. There's nothing to push.
You're muted, Beardy.
Magic Missile automatically hits. It does a little bit less damage than normal spells, but it does automatically track in and hit the person.
I got you.
Okay.
No rolls required.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do, let's see. The one, you said the one by, who hasn't been hit yet?
The one by Vaza has not been hit yet.
The one by Vaza hasn't been hit yet, okay. Then I'll definitely send one that way.
Okay.
I will do one to the person right in front of me. Has anyone else been hit besides me?
Have any other of the individual...
Of our party, has anyone been hit besides me?
Oh, that's... I don't think anybody else has been hit.
Okay,
I
then
mean, Are we a party yet?
I'll send the third one toward the person attacking Azrael.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 3 individual d4s.
All right, the first one, I got a 4.
Okay.
So that plus 1 is 5.
Some max damage.
And then do it again.
Yep. Because they are hitting individual targets, they do their own.
I got a
damage.
3 plus 1, so 4 there.
All right.
And the last one is a 1, so that's 2.
Okay. And you wanted it to be Vaza in front of you and fighting Azrael, right? That's like the order
Yes.
in which you... Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
So yeah, 5 for the one with Vaza, 4 for me, 2 with the one. I attack the darkness!
Woo! Fly by night, my mountain dew.
Okay. There's that. And then the one...
Is the one that's near me, are they bloodied yet?
Give me 1 second to do a little bit more math here. The one in front of you is now bloodied, yes.
Okay. Hold on here.
You looking for bonus actions?
I'm looking to see if I can basically just hit him with my staff.
So that would be an attack. So the magic missile was an attack. Like that was an action. So
Right.
you would need a bonus action to attack again.
And where would I... Okay.
So if any of your spells or things can be used as a bonus action, you could. But if none of them are, then...
I do have one that's a bonus action.
Which one is the bonus action?
My dancing lights.
Your what?
Dancing lights. Let me...
My dancing lights.
I thought you said dancing mice. I was about to be like, what on earth is about to happen? The little mice are gonna come crawling out of the walls and just be like,
Pretty sure that's Beard.
They just freaking do jazz hands at the enemies. Guys!
So it seems like... Hold on. It seems like this is a utility spell, which you can alter as a bonus action.
Okay.
So, like, as the spell, you create the torch lights, and then as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the lights.
Okay.
So, you wouldn't be able to cast it. You could cast it next turn, and then, as a bonus action in your subsequent turns, do stuff with them. But, yeah, not directly cast.
Then I believe I'm good.
Okay. We are up to Vaza.
My guy looking next to me.
The
Is
guy,
he bloody?
the guy next to you has the spell that just hit him was the first thing to hit him.
Right, okay. And how far away from me is he?
He is in melee range because he attacked you with a sword.
Bash him
Okay.
with your bull.
I'm gonna use my long sword for this one. I think I don't trust the bow right now. I don't feel like it. I'm not feeling it at this second. It let me down. It betrayed me. I'm gonna use my long sword and smack him.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll.
Pointy
your...
end goes into the other man.
Pointy end.
That absolutely hits.
Yeah, it
21.
does.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
My... Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your damage on that.
Go down.
Ooh, you rolled twice.
Oh.
Why?
Hang on.
Wait a minute. One of them is a D8 plus 3 and the other is a D10 plus 3. Why do you have two different versions of that?
One-handed or two-handed, however she swung it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, how'd you swing it? One-handed or two-handed?
I mean, you don't have a shield, so...
I don't have a shield, so but I yeah, we'll go two-handed.
Okay, so that will be the 8 damage because the D10 plus 3 is the with two-handed, so you get that extra. So 8 damage. So in the future, just specify whether you're doing a one-handed or two-handed attack. before the roll so we can make sure that happens. Let's see here. 8 damage on that one in front of you. Right. You take a swing at him and you catch him pretty good, but he is still ready to fight. Next up is the bloodied figure. After that will be FIFA, so you're on deck.
Sweet.
So they are with you, Dorcas.
They sure are.
And they are going to take a swing at you with their scimitar. They're wheeling. As an 18.
Oh, that definitely hits.
All right. Let's see this damage. 6.
Okay.
Alrighty. So they take a swing at you and catch you pretty good for that.
Oh, they sure do.
FIFA, you are up.
All right, I peek from behind my pillar, and I do a quick scope of the battlefield. Has only Dorcas taken damage?
I believe so. I don't think anybody else has been hit so far for legitimate damage.
Great. Well, in that case, I take the tip of my staff and I stick it in my goblet, and with the dripping droplets, I wave them in the air, and a constellation appears above my head. And I say, "Hey, lizard man!" And you look over, and you see a constellation that says, "Feel better," and I cast Healing Word on you like that.
I love it.
The best.
That's awesome.
Is he within 60 feet? I apologize.
Yes, yeah, he is.
Great. So you heal. Come on. Come on.
Yep, there
You
goes.
heal
There goes my recording.
4 HP.
I'll take it.
All right.
And I'd like to. How far away am I from this bloodied buddy?
He is standing right next to Dorcas, so that would be the same distance.
So I forgot how far it was. Is that 30 feet?
Here, let me check my reference here.
Also,
Yeah,
after you
30.
heal me, thank you, you strange wee man.
I then go to the person who's been hurting this poor tall lizard, and I say, "You are not very nice." And I whip my staff at them from 30 feet away, and a vine spikes out and tries to attack them, and I cast Thorn Whip.
All right, go ahead and roll that attack.
At cantrip level.
At cantrip level. Man, the rolls take so long on this. I don't know why.
I'm gonna figure this out. 14.
That hits. Yes.
Sweet. So I deal a certain amount of damage, and are they? What size are they?
This is a medium humanoid.
So I would like to use my Fury of the Small to deal an extra 3 damage upon this. I can do that once per short rest.
All right, so they're
So
going to
5 points of piercing damage, and I pull them 10 feet towards me. I say, "You leave the weak man alone, and you come towards me." Yes.
Alrighty, you lunge your whip out, and it wraps around them, and it constricts, and they sort of shout in pain. And when you pull them towards you, they aren't able to stay on their feet and collapse and do not stand back up.
Oh, I must have used the sleepy vine.
All right. So, hang on, let me roll something here real quick.
Soften them up for you.
I'm going to use this special ink drop dice to roll this here.
Ooh.
Sadly, you are all still in this fight yourselves. Just trying to see if maybe some help had come to you yet. So next up is the figure who had run towards you, FIFA. They now see you. And they are going.
Oh shit!
They are going to attack you with their scimitar.
I have fucked up.
What is your armor class?
14.
They got a 13, so very close, but they do not hit.
Haha, you're a bitch.
So they see you, and I guess they probably were not expecting a goblin. So they take a swing, and you are able to dodge out of the way, no problem.
You're a little high. Don't worry. You'll get it next time.
Azrael, you are up.
As the rogue falls next to me, I kick him out of the way.
Okay.
And then I turn to the one that punched at me, and I say, "You're mine."
All right.
And I stab at him. Stabby, stab, stab.
From hell's heart I stab at thee. That hits, yes. You roll a 20 total. Dirty 20.
I can hear him do this and think he's the coolest person I've ever seen.
He's so dramatic, I love it.
And because there is nothing else within 5 feet of me now, I would like to roll my sneak attack on top of that.
Nothing else within 5 feet of you?
Yeah, because that other one just fell, right?
Oh yeah, okay. Yep. Does sneak attack work when you're in combat? Like when you're in... Interesting.
That's also part of the
there are certain
swashbuckler
things
stat.
that trigger it, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So 14 total on that one. Let me see what's up here.
And I would also like to stab him with my dagger as well.
All right. Go ahead and roll that
My
attack.
bonus action.
17 hits.
Okay, so we'll roll the damage, but we don't add the +3 modifier.
Okay.
So he just takes one more from that.
Okay, so that is 15 total damage.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You get a very good slash in with your rapier. You are able to, I guess sneak attack would be like when you come across once with the attack and then flick it back the other way to get an extra little hit in there, and then go in with your dagger, and he is very bloodied. He is borderline here.
How dare you strike me! Now you see your mistake!
This again here. Oh, jeez. I dropped. No. Party foul.
Not the D4.
Where'd it go? Oh, no.
Oh no.
I found it. It's all good.
Lore takes another victim.
Yeah, it's all good. I found it. Let me roll that again. That was 14. All right. So after this attack occurs, one of the doors that are behind the stage flies open, and that original silver wolf who had caught the fireball spell steps into the room and sees the kind of the first person they see are Azrael and the one that you attacked. And as he sees the one that's very bloodied up and sort of surveys the room, looks back at that one and goes, "Enough of you," and claps, and that person just collapses right in front of you. And when that sort of happens, I want you to make a dex save, Azrael.
Oh!
A 10. You are pushed back 5 feet from this attack. You don't take any damage, but you are pushed backwards. So you are kind of on the same length. you're standing, I guess, right next to Dorcas at this point. You were a little in front of him, but now you're standing next to him.
As I got pushed, it kind of bends me over a little bit, and I look up at Dorcas and tip my hat.
I kind of give a.
Do you swoon? Are you gonna swoon?
I'm swooning a little bit, yeah. Although to be fair, I'm also swooning for the two ladies in the room as well, just because that's what I do.
That's what you do.
Right, next
What
up,
I do.
Flattery.
next up is the individual that has been attacking Vaza, who is. Let's see. The last thing they did was they did a scimitar attack on you, didn't they? They
They tried.
So they're gonna try that again. See if they can actually catch you this time. Remind me of your armor
Okay.
class.
16.
16. That does not hit. They are just not able to hit you.
Just too good looking, you see. They can't help it.
They take a few more swings and are unable to make contact. We are now back to the one in front of Gildea. Gildea, you are on deck for your attacks. And they're going to try to do that armor strike again. They're going to try to take a punch and see if it lands.
Yeah.
What was your armor class?
18.
18. They got a 20. Dirty 20, not an nat 20. So they are going to make contact. And they are going to cast Inflict Wounds with their punch. So Inflict Wounds, they make a melee attack against a creature, and on a hit, the target takes 3d10 necrotic damage.
Ooh. Okay.
So I need a couple d10 here.
See pants, what you munching on?
Sweet chili wings.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Were they at the bar? Can I get some of them?
Right.
Barman.
Okay.
Waiter! Chicken wings!
I'm just in the middle of this fight. It's like, can I please
Yeah.
have your wings?
The VIP wings, please. In your finest cup.
Your
Oh my
finest
God.
cup.
That
Next
is-
to the one, obviously. 'Cause
Yeah, I'm gonna pour it into mine. Don't worry.
The Inflict Wound is going to do 10 total damage to you, Gildea.
Ooh.
So they sort of rear up. They're kind of mad that their last attack had hurt their hand against your plate. So they swing up and they catch a divider between your armor. And you feel them make contact. And as they do, you just feel this burning sort of sensation lurch across your body as you feel the spell take place of Inflict Wounds.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, you will take 10 points of damage there.
Wow.
You need some tea tree for that. That sounds nasty.
Uh-huh.
You are now up, Gildea.
Okay. I don't know that I have any, like, ways to heal myself. Can I, so, are they, the people that are attacking, are they fiends or undead?
No,
At
they are humans, or
Okay.
humanoid living creatures.
Okay.
Make them the dead.
Make them
Good.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm really sorry about this. I'm going to
Okay.
excuse myself to use the bathroom real quick. If you're taking a second to think about your move, if I could just run away here for a
all
second.
good.
Sorry about
Beaver, I
that.
feel like you should have some kind of hooligan chant that you could be doing, you know, like...
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ole, ole, ole,
Ole, ole, ole, ole.
ole,
Ole.
Don't you have like Shillelagh? And can't you like? Isn't that part of that?
I didn't pick Shillelagh.
Oh.
However, I totally could have. No, I prefer
Oh my
Thorn Whip as
God.
my aggressive cantrip as a
Mm.
druid. Hey, Mr. Nerd,
Yeah.
what's your second favorite flower?
My second favorite flower.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Do I have a first favorite flower?
Roses?
See, I always ask a little bit down the list because we get more answers.
Roses probably are. I don't know flowers very well, so I guess an orchid. That would be my second favorite.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Okay, I am
Orchids are
back.
great.
Sorry about that. I looked how much time we had left for like this segment. And I was like, I can't hold it that long.
It's all good.
So, did you decide what you were going to do? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just going to attack
Okay, fantastic. Go ahead and rule your attack.
because other people are much better at the healy thing than I am. Oh, 13.
That actually matches. So I have an idea for as like a homebrew rule for matching an armor class. You guys can be the deciding factor if we do it or not. It's just something I was thinking about. I wanted to do something that I called clash, which is essentially when you match an armor class, that person is now locked in, like, you know, when two swords hit each other and you're trying to force each other back. You two kind of get locked in this, and their next turn they will do a save with their attack with their attack against your attack, and if they fail, your attack
Ooh.
will go through.
Ooh,
I like that actually.
That's
Yeah.
I like that.
That's really cool.
Okay.
I like that.
So you've
Let's
matched
do it.
you've matched their armor class. You come down with your maul, and they sort of catch the longer stick bit of it, and they are trying to prevent you. So on their turn, when it comes around, they are going to make an attack roll, and if they do not beat this roll you made, this 13, the attack will fully go through, and it will sort of jump their attack, like they won't be able to attack that turn. But if they succeed, then your attack won't go through, and they will get their opportunity to attack.
Okay.
So we'll settle that when it comes to their point. Dorcas, you are up. Vaza on deck.
Okay. Who's taken the least amount of damage?
As for enemies or your fellow
Enemy.
fighters, the least amount of damage. I would say the one. Oh geez, let me try to remember who everybody is. I would say the one that went after the goblin seems to be the one doing the best right now.
Okay.
You're doing so good.
So I'm going to target that one. Is there any way for me to know if they have any elemental resistances or weaknesses? Is there a way for me to roll something to find out?
Do a investigation check.
Okay. And now before I do that, will I still get to do my attack if I do this?
Yes, I'll let you get your attack on it after this.
Investigation, you say?
Yes.
Not good. Not good at all. So I probably don't know a damn thing.
In all this craziness, you're looking at this person, and it's like, I just can't. There's no way of knowing. Like, the amount of crazy magic that has happened in this room in the past couple minutes, it's impossible to tell.
Okay. I am going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
And so since this worked before, I'm going to do this again. So I basically smack my staff on the ground, and I hold it up in the air and pointed at it as a ball of thunder force gathers at the tip of my spear, and I say "Apatura!" and I release the thing, and we'll see if I hit.
That unfortunately does not hit.
Damn it! It looked cool.
Yeah, so I'll say you slam down and you go and you say the word and you think for a second, maybe I might have mispronounced it, because as you do the spell, it sort of goes out and fizzles before it hits your target.
Would have been.
Vaza, you are up.
See, this is why it's bad when I rolled natural 20s.
Okay, how many of these idiots have we got left?
There are still 3 standing. One of them is in front of you, one of them is in front of the goblin, and one of them is with the paladin, currently locked in a sort of
Hey now.
fight.
Hey now. Vaza, have you done a check to see what their intelligence is?
No, I haven't done a check to see what their intelligence is.
You-
I feel like
Don't be
that's
calling
good.
them names.
Don't be coy. Let's see how smart these are.
Okay, I'm
How
missing
do
something.
I-
She just called them dummies or something like that.
Yeah, I did. I called them idiots. I
them
did call
names.
them idiots. Well, I mean, they look like idiots, you know. Like some of them are just, you know, little sus.
Gonna be honest.
Okay, so I've got one in front of me. We've got locked with Gildea, and then we've got the one near Beardy, near FIFA.
Yes.
I'm FIFA.
Okay. I'm FIFA. Hello. I'm gonna go after the one that went after me last time again.
Okay.
So dude that's in front of me. I'm gonna use my longsword again
Okay.
and stab him. Stab. This time I'm gonna do a one-handed attack though.
Okay, that's why I wanted to have you specify before you did it.
Oh.
That is not going to hit.
Really? Oh. Damn it.
So you go to make this attack, and you just don't got it. You try to swing it, but just sort of
My weapons are against me.
sort of slashes through their cloak that they're wearing and doesn't quite make it out. That person is Dunzo. So
Does it cut off the insignia from the cloak?
No, it does not.
Okay.
FIFA, I guess that's your up. I should have told you you were on deck. I apologize.
It's all right. I look at the 2 Dragonborn, and both of them have now been injured. So I believe, right? Both of you are hurt.
I'm not yet.
Oh, you're not. What are
No.
you, Gildea?
Gildea is the one currently clashed.
She's a paladin.
Yeah.
She's locked
Paladin.
in.
Yeah. But Gildea has taken damage and Dorcas has taken damage.
Correct.
So I am going to make eye contact with the person attacking me and say, one moment, please. And I hold my goblet out, or my cup out, and it begins to light up and glow into a constellation of a cup. And it disappears and enters onto my chest in the shape of a cup in a constellation form. And I then so I use my wild shape to take the form of the chalice
Oh
as
God.
my action, and I cast Healing Word on Dorcas again.
So wait, just before we get into this, I want to be sure.
Absolutely.
Did you turn yourself into a cup?
No, I didn't turn myself into a cup. I used my wild shape to take form of a constellation on my chest.
What does that do then? Because
Then when I cast this Healing Word, I'm gonna be able to heal Mr. Nerd with the Healing Word, and then throw some healing towards Gildea.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure that I understood what this meant, because
Yeah, basically it just gives me some extra healing powers.
because in my mind it was like,
Constellation was in the shape of a cup, right?
yeah,
Constellation is in the shape of a cup.
gotcha. Because
Yeah.
in my mind I know wild shape to turn people into things, and so when you were like, I use wild shape for the cup, I was like, did you turn
Yeah, Star
into?
Druids are wild.
All right, go ahead. I apologize.
No, you're good. Dorcas, I shouldn't say Mr. Nerd. I should say Dorcas. You heal, someday. 4 points of damage. And then Gildea is going to heal this D8 plus 2. For a total of, drumroll everybody, 10 points of healing towards you, Ms. Gildea.
Yay!
And that is my action and my bonus action, so that is my turn. And then I turn back to the person that is fighting me, and I say, "Oh yes, where were we? Sorry about that."
It is their turn. Azrael, you are on deck for your turn. They are going to take a swing at you, their scimitar. That is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me.
Alrighty, let me see what we got going on.
Not the goblin! No! He's only little! Leave him alone!
That is 5 damage.
I make eye contact and I say, "Owie!"
So this whole thing, he probably saw you doing your intricate spell, and just as it begins to finish, they were just like, "I'm sick of this," and took a swing and caught you a little off guard.
Yeah.
As they attacked, because you told them to stop. You were expecting them to. Azrael, you are up.
So now that these two horrible people are down around me, I look over to the goblin that seems to be in trouble, and I recognize him. Obviously, he was with the carriages, so he's very valuable. So I'm going to move over to him, because he actually might be a good mark for later on.
You're telling me I bamboozled the bamboozler?
Go bazoomble him, full him.
And then, so I tap the rogue on the shoulder that's next to him, and I say, "Excuse me," as I lunge my sword into him.
All right, go ahead and make your attack. That absolutely hits, yeah. You already rolled damage. You were like, "Yeah, I know."
And then, since I now have an ally around him, I can roll sneak attack.
Okay.
I haven't decided if we're allies yet.
Well, you seem to be fighting the same people.
Okay, so that is 11 points.
Okay.
And then I'll use my bonus action for my dagger.
Of course. Excuse
I
me.
think that hits, right?
Yes, it does.
So 2 is the damage.
So that's 13 total?
Yep.
Yeah, you just light this guy up. He is not expecting you to come up from behind him. Stabs and slashing as he's distracted by this magical display going on in front of him. And he is, I'm going to say, right on the borderline of bloody and hurt. You definitely put some serious smack down on him. Alrighty. Next up, let's see who we got here. Oh, I know exactly who we have. The most hurt person is, Dorcas, what's your HP at?
My HP is back up to 13.
13 out of what? What's your total?
14.
14? Okay.
Still probably me, because I think Gildea got all her stuff back.
Yeah, I'm at full now.
Alright. The cloaked individual who dropped the one person and pushed Azrael back steps further into the room and begins sort of readying a spell, since all the other enemies seem to be distracted. They seem to be like channeling some sort of magical energy in their hands. That will be their turn there. The next up is the one fighting Vaza. They're going to take a swing. They want to land with this scimitar. They've tried so many times. They're really going to go for it. They got a fucking critical failure.
God, you scared me there, Soul.
Oh my days.
So yeah, they just they go to swing at you and end up just cutting their own hand. They over exaggerate on that swing and they catch themselves in the hand. They're gonna deal 1d4 damage to themselves. That's 2.
Amazing.
They're gonna take 2 damage. So that is that. Okay, now
Missed me, na 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 na.
we get to the one in a clash with Gildea. Gildea, you are on deck. They are going to make an attack and attempt to beat this clash. So let's see what we got going on here. You had a 13 for your roll, right?
Yes.
I believe that was the attack. Let me scroll back a little bit, try to find your... Yes, 13. They fail. They are not able to overpower you. You came down with this maul, and they were able to stop it for a second, but your force is just too much. Go ahead and roll your damage for that original attack. 5. Okay, and then go ahead and you get your normal, attack that you would get on your turn, because they do not get an attack now that they've lost this clash.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, because they're right before me. Right.
Yep.
Okay. Let's try this. Is this again?
Absolutely.
Yay! That's gonna hit.
19 to hit, absolutely.
Can she have said it exactly like that when you hit them? Yay!
Yay.
Yay!
That is
No.
7 damage. All right. You're able to bring down and then come back across with this Morning Star, and they are just like the one that Azrael hit. They are right on that borderline of bloody and hurt. They've definitely taken quite a bit of damage in this.
All right.
Dorcas, you're up. Vaza on deck.
How many are there? Are there 3 enemies?
Yes, there are 3 enemies left.
All right. I'm going to attempt this spell.
Scorching Ray.
Oh hell yes!
At 21, absolutely.
Wow.
I'm gonna hit all 3 of them.
You can do that? How does that work?
It's 3. It's like magic missile. It's 3 bolts of fire.
Ooh, okay. So,
Okay,
do you have to roll in individually then? It doesn't chain. It's like you, just like magic
for
missile. you said?
for damage, I have to roll individually.
Okay.
Mrs. Nerd, you're gonna laugh and love this, but here we go. So I get my staff ready and I pull it back and I charge it, and a ball of white hot fire gathers out there, and I launch it out in 3 bolts of fire and I say "Fuego!" and I fire. Okay, so the first one. Okay, where are they at?
So let's see. Oh gosh. One of them is sort of between Azrael and FIFA. Another is next to Vaza, and the last is in front of Gildea.
All right, so we'll do the one between FIFA and Azrael first. So here's the first one. Hell yes.
8. All right.
The one next to Gildea. 11.
All right.
And the one next to Vaza. Another 8.
All right. All right. Azrael, you feel this white hot, just absolute power arc around you as it hits the person in front of you, and a large, their cloak basically burns away completely, revealing the armor underneath, as they don't fully ignite to fire, but leave behind a very charred body. They are not fully dead, but they are hanging on by threads. The one in front of you, Gildea, you do your, 2-part attack as, you broke the clash with them. And for a second, you almost think you did it. because of your attack, but just after you come across with that second slash with your Morning Star, the person in front of you just incinerates. They turn into fire and collapse down as a charred body. And then with you, Vaza, you are in sort of this back and forth attack with the one in front of you, and they are hit by fire, and the fire sort of envelops them for a moment, but they're able to tap it out quickly. They are bloodied, but they are still able to keep themselves standing without being overly like, I can't take this anymore.
I kind of look at myself like, did I just do that? I'm kind of.
I'm checking my clothing to make sure none of my nice attire is burned.
Vaza, you are up. FIFA, you are on deck. There's a cat on Vaza right now.
I'm going to launch my furry parrot.
I'm sorry, what are you doing?
I feel like a furry parrot is like an innuendo for something.
It should be if it isn't.
I'm gonna make that a random bar name in
A random bar name. The furry parrot.
Let me write that down.
I didn't realize that's what the kids were calling it these days.
It's a new thing. I heard it from the kids.
Yes. On the fantasy TikTok.
Them, the top tickers. Yeah, them top tickers.
Heard it around the water cooler. They still hang out around there.
Yeah, hanging around. Yeah, definitely, 100%. I'm getting really sick and tired of this guy in front of me. So while he's patting himself out, I'm gonna get ready with my longsword again, and try and slash down from neck to groin because he's really getting on my nerves.
Two-handed or one-handed attack here?
We're gonna go two-handed on this one. I'm feeling confident.
Right.
And I really want to just like rent into him on this one.
All right. Let's see if you hit. And you do. Absolutely.
22, my favorite number.
Oh,
Come on, you little. Come on.
Go ahead.
Come on. This is.
Roll two-handed
Come on,
damage.
please.
Bottom one. 5.
5. I'll take it.
You come down on this person, and you're not able to fully cut through the armor, but you definitely take some chunks out of it as you slash down across. And they are bloodied. They are having a very difficult time standing at this point.
No, they should kneel in front of me.
Ooh.
Whoa.
FIFA, it is you.
All right, there's still a buddy in front of me, right?
Correct. And then Azrael is on the other side of it.
Okay, I'm going to dodge to the left and dodge to the right and like try to get him to like go for a swing straight down on me. And I'm going to use my bonus action as a goblin to disengage and run underneath his legs up to Azrael. And I say, yes, hello, good to meet you. Yes, you've got this from here. Okay, bye. And I leave. And it seems like they have it. I'm going to look over at where the other Dragonborn is that's physically fighting with the sword, and I'm gonna be like, maybe you need some help, and I'm gonna just pop a guiding bolt across the room over there.
Guiding bolt. So what does guiding bolt do? Is that? Oh wait, that's one of the ones you already.
This is the one I used earlier.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm gonna use my second free use of the day, and I'm going to throw my staff up in the air and draw a star from the literal sky and bring it down and do all the things. And I'm really just stalling as I roll this attack, and it
I honestly,
is taking forever to roll.
I love the way you guys describe how you cast your spells. I think it's so cool. It really helps me like picture
That
it.
is
Thank you, Soul.
That is a
23.
23.
Bad.
Absolutely.
I'm rolling the 4d6 now. I'll figure this out between now and next time we play. That's 7 points of radiant damage, and the next attack against that person has advantage.
Well, I can tell you right now, there will not be a next attack. You bring the power of a star down on this person, and just like the one in front of Gildea, they very quickly, Vaza, you see them incinerate and turn to char in front of you as they collapse.
Well done, Goblin. Thanks, pal.
Sorry I stole that from you.
Alrighty. That person is donezo. The next one is the one that is in front of you, Azrael, and then you are on deck. They are going to take a slash at you with their scimitar. Not many attacks against Azrael, I don't think. There was like one in the beginning, and then he was kind of keeping out of the way.
He faced certain doom for his
What is your armor class?
14.
14. They got a 16, so that is going to hit. They get...
Uh-oh, how's your cardboard?
5. Again, damage is what you're going to take. So the goblin sort of popping up below you and being like, "Oh, you got this," and running off is kind of an odd thing to see quite suddenly. And in the confusion, this figure takes a that is like charred and smoking, takes a slash at you and does that 5 damage on you. But now you are up.
I grimace and I curse the goblin for taking the attention onto me. And I look at this charred whatever it is anymore. It's not a human. And I'm like, still alive? Not for long. And I sludge at him with the rapier.
Alrighty.
I don't think that one hit.
9. That does not hit.
Well, there's nothing else within 5 feet. I'll use my bonus action to whip around and try to stab him in the back with my dagger.
Alrighty.
You're doing great.
Oh, that hit.
That is a
hit.
nat 20. That is a nat 20. So you are going to do 1 hit dice max, and then whatever you roll. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Why did it do this?
I don't know, what did it do?
Well, this is what it did for my damage. I think that's the way it calculates criticals, is maybe 2d4.
Interesting.
How much... Is he still alive?
No.
Just tell me no.
He's not alive.
I don't care. I'm rolling my sneak attack damage on him.
Jesus.
I'm doing as much damage. I want this dagger to
Oh,
kill
and
him.
that is doubled sneak attack damage. Too.
You are just wailing it. I'm guessing just become infuriated at the fact that he cut at your very fancy attire and do this sort of dance of blades around him as you just hack and slash, and he fully collapses, and you hit him as he falls. Before his body hits the ground, you get a couple extra taps in there, and you are out of threat. All the enemies are taken care of. You have won this fight, everyone.
Yeah.
Yay!
No one died.
Can I cast my dancing lights in celebration?
Sure.
I do that.
I
The Dorcas casts dancing lights as lights sparkle away throughout the hall. The hall is basically all cleared out as the citizens all ran in fear to try to get away from all this. Many of the guards are now, coming from the entrance because they were trying to get everyone out calmly without anyone stampeding over themselves in the midst of this fight. And as all of this happens, the Silver Wolf, who is channeling a spell in the center of the hall, dissipates the spell, and his voice booms throughout the hall and goes, "All of you, come with me," and begins shepherding you all through the door he came through, further into the castle.
We take the chicken wings with us.
You can take the chicken wings with you.
Of course.
You do that.
This reminds me of my mage college professors. I'm nervous as fuck.
Are you,
Okay,
like,
we have
visibly
chicken
nervous?
wings.
A little bit.
I like look up to you. I say I like tug on your like coat or jacket or whatever you're wearing. I say, oh, don't worry. I have some pull with these people. I'm very important around here, so we are not in any trouble. Don't worry.
Make a persuasion check on that. And Dorcas, I'll have you roll insight, I suppose.
Okay.
That is a 7 on persuasion.
Oh, damn.
As a
Of
21.
course. Once again, roll stupid high. It does not matter.
I mean, this goblin doesn't seem like they're wearing the kind of clothes of someone who's pretty important around here. Seems a little weird that they'd be talking a big game like that.
And I know what you're thinking. No, I'm kidding.
I look at him.
FIFA always talks a big game.
I look at him and say, I don't know if you're aware of the kind of person we're about to deal with, you wee man, but I'm highly doubt that you've been involved with him.
Not directly. No, I'm more of an outside force for good in the world. So they won't know me maybe by name. However, they will know my actions and my deeds, and they can tell that I'm an upstanding citizen of the world.
Aye, well, if they know my actions and deeds and their esteemed colleges, I'm not sure we're out of the woods yet.
What are you, some kind of ruffian?
Nay. Do I look like a ruffian to you?
No, not a ruffian, but maybe more of a scallywag.
Right.
I don't know what that means, but I don't think I'm that either.
Well, let's find out, shall we? I am FIFA. I bear the World Cup.
And?
I love that.
My ears perk up.
I was just introducing myself. I apologize. If we're not there yet, I apologize. But
Let's.
come back later. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just go talk to somebody else. It's great. Yeah, bye.
I put my head in my hand because once again I have blundered a social situation.
I do like the addition. It was a little lost in there, Azrael. You were like, my ears perk up when he mentioned World Cup.
Yeah, like thinking of something of value.
So you are all led into through a couple corridors into a very large circular room. In the center of the circular room is a giant table, it is made of stone and engraved with the different royal symbols. There is the silver wolves. There is actually, you know what? Everyone make a history check.
Ah, yes, I know much about history.
Oh yeah, that history, yeah.
-1.
I got an 18.
Holy dinky! I rolled a natural 20.
But you have a -1, so it's a 19.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
Ah,
Okay.
I do have a
rolled a
minus
1 there
there,
for a
FIFA.
second.
Gildea. Everyone rolled pretty well except for Gildea, which is actually surprising in this instance. Gildea, you definitely recognize, like, oh, that's the symbol for Malia, that's the symbol for Savine and the different countries. But the rest of you, what you notice is that the engravings on this stone table are actually the royal family seals of the different families who have ruled the thrones of Persalon. So there is the Harmon family seal. There are the seals of all the way back to the seals of the founders of Persalon, like the first real crown. And this giant stone table is in the shape of an arrowhead. So, like, at the very tip is the first, and it just sort of goes down through it. And probably, like, the bottom quarter of the table has not been chiseled yet. but you are all ushered into this room by this silver wolf character. There are chairs surrounding this table, and he goes, "All of you, sit down and wait here. Do not touch anything, and do not leave." And walks through the one of the doors to the west and slams it very quickly behind him. So you are all kind of alone in this chamber, sitting around this table.
Is there anything of value?
No. It seems like this is a meeting room. There isn't really much. There's probably like some paper and ink quills on the table, but nothing like shiny sort of in items.
I missed the historical significance because I was, distracted by checking out my armor and that whatever.
Oh,
the cut.
the burn.
To...
With the healing you got earlier, you see there is a little bit of scarring, but the like singeing of the skin is gone. It doesn't burn. There's no tingling. But there is definitely a little bit of scarring from where it was.
How does everybody feel? Is everybody feeling okay? Is anybody injured?
I don't feel comfortable with sitting with all of you guys, so I'm going to stand behind my chair with my arms just rested on it, just surveying the situation.
So aloof.
I'm sus of you lot. Like we might have just fought together, but I don't know you.
I'm both enchanted and distressed by this.
So I look at the goblin, I'm like, yeah, just dandy, as I show him my torn clothing.
Oh, I can't fix your clothes, but next time you get cut or wounded, and you're in mortal peril, let me know.
Well, what was the O for?
Let me know.
Are you okay? Are you all right? Do you need healing?
I use a little bit, but I don't want to waste it just on myself.
Well, the wee one is a bit strange. She is rather skilled with the healing arts.
Oh, so first you won't tell me your name, and now you think I'm strange. Interesting.
You never asked me my name.
Well, I introduced myself. Normally, the thing you do after you introduce yourself is you learn the other person's name.
The
What's
silence
your
is
name?
deafening now. What are we exchanging names? What's your name?
The silence.
Who are you talking to?
I think FIFA was talking to you, and Vaza was talking to FIFA.
Sorry. Yes, I am FIFA of the World Cup.
What's the World Cup?
Yeah, that's what and he got all mad at me.
Please.
He got mad at you?
I've never been mad in my life. I spread peace wherever I go.
Okay. I'm very suspect of both of you. I'm not quite sure what to make of this, so you continue your conversations.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
And what would make you feel more comfortable around me? I don't really care about the wee one over there.
I'll let you know when I think of it. It's fine.
I smile and nod enthusiastically.
I kind of look over to the other female in the room and catch her eye and kind of roll my eyes and we share an understanding of what just occurred in the room without needing to voice it at all.
Nope.
What color of Dragonborn is?
Am I? I am sparkling blue.
Ooh.
I'm walking around the room with my arms behind my back, casing the place.
Alrighty. Do you want to do an investigation check to see if you what are you trying to spot? I guess.
Just finding looking at my surroundings.
Anything.
Escape points, anywhere I can might be able to get back in later.
Did
What
it?
do you want me to roll for that?
Investigation. Sorry, I thought it wasn't coming up for me. I was like, "What is happening?"
Ooh, this is gonna be rough.
It's loading for me. It's a 10. You take a look around. You notice that this room doesn't have any windows, so you can deduce that this is a fully internal room. There is, so if we use cardinal direction, there is the door you guys came in from the south, which had a, like there's like a little step up to it. What was funny about that? Did I say
Ask
something
Dorcas.
stupid?
No.
Okay.
You're using cardinal directions. Dorcas is immediately lost.
All right. There's the door you came in from the south, which had a little bit of a step up to it. There is the westernmost door, which is the one that the silver wolf who led you in went through. An east door, which seems to have some intricate sort of carvings and things on it. It's just a really fancy, nice door. You assume it probably leads further in to the castle, and then a much larger door up a short staircase north, which the like tip of the arrowhead points at. And that door is also very fancy and engraved in things. Yeah, aside from that, you don't see any like, there's a window I can climb in or anything like that. I will say, since you're a swashbuckler, there is a very large chandelier hanging in the center of this room. As all of these conversations are going down and this investigation is happening, the fancy door to the east, one of the ones that has not been opened yet, flies open. 3 silver wolves step through it. Dorcas, you recognize the first one as Robert, the elf who had hired you to come and do this job. And behind him are 2 people that you have not seen yet. You didn't notice them in the sort of ceremony that was going on. 2 I suppose middle-aged looking human women, and for a moment they look a little odd and you can't tell why, but as they approach you notice that they are twin sisters. They all walk around to the flat bottom of this arrowhead table, and they take the seats at that point, and Robert goes, "I'm going to need you all to take a seat."
I do so
Twins
immediately.
identical?
I'm sorry?
Are the twins identical?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, could I get a booster?
Robert sort of stares at you for a moment and goes, "The chair will rise to your needed height."
Oh, I sit down.
As you sit, the chair sort of brings itself up, so that way the table is at level for you.
Oh my! I like do the little thing where I like. So I scoot up right next to it.
Are you also doing the kid thing where you're like swinging your feet?
Yeah, my legs are totally. You say the kid
Just
thing is my legs
dangling.
aren't doing that right now.
I don't know how short you are IRL.
Just a little buddy.
Okay, don't worry, buddy. I got swingy feet too. Don't you worry. We're in the same way.
So I presume you all take your seats and
Yes.
are on the table?
I'll sit down, but I'm sitting right on the edge of my seat because if anything happens, I'm ready to get up and move.
As you all sit, Robert takes a deep breath and goes, "Okay, I need to know, and I am not the type of person to ask twice. What involvement did you all have with the individuals in that room?"
We killed them.
What she said.
I thought that was obvious.
Did you see what they did to my clothing?
He goes, I'm not accusing you of anything. I just need to make sure that none of you are secretly in cahoots with this whole event.
How do we know that you're not secretly in cahoots with them?
How do we know what cahoots means?
Look, you can trust this man. He would not do wrong by us.
How can I trust you?
You know this how?
How?
Worked with him.
Vaso, when you give that sort of accusation of like, how do we know you're not involved in this? All three of them just sort of stare daggers down at you, and he goes, I am, and like he just sort of becomes at a loss for words for a moment. He goes, I am the public representative of the Silver Wolves. I have been leading this nation almost by myself for years, and you're going to ask me what I had? Are you? My hands were on the crown. I wanted her to be queen. How dare you come in here and accuse me of that? And
well, where is she now?
He points at the door that's up the stairs. He's going, she is trying to keep this entire nation in order and shake off the fact that she was almost killed a few minutes ago.
Seems pretty legit.
The two twins that are sitting there sort of look at one another and share sort of a glance, and the one on the left stands up and heads towards the door up the stairs.
Are they... Sorry.
Yep, go ahead. No.
I was just gonna ask if they were human. Are they tiefling?
They are humans.
Okay.
And the one that remains sitting there goes, our interest is in the best of this realm. With a war on one of the worst points that it has been at, and a ceasefire that is only existing because of this ceremony, for it to be attacked the way that it is, we need to make sure that anyone who was still around after that fireball was thrown isn't involved.
All right, look, I was hired by that man to be here. I don't know who attacked this. I've never seen them before. The other people who I was fighting with, clearly if they were involved, they would not have been attacking their fellow comrades.
She kind of looks at Robert, and he nods back and goes, I suppose that is true. Apologies. It's a very sensitive situation right now.
I chime in. And is there any sort of compensation?
Please. The joy of being of service to one's world is enough. Surely, the reward is in the feeling of fulfillment that you get from that, yes?
Maybe for
Oh,
you.
Goblin, we might be able to get something here. Can you shush a second? Just a second.
Yeah. Of course, yes.
Thank you. Appreciated.
Robert kind of seems to roll his
They
eye.
basically told him to shut up, and he didn't bat an eye at that. But even when I...
Robert seems to kind of...
Dorcas, you're kind of ruining it now as well. Can you just tone it down a bit, and we'll see what this we'll see what this man has to say.
Look, she has a big sword.
I do. This is very true.
Robert kind of
Rather
rolls his
large.
eyes at all of
Ring
these.
there properly most of the time.
Robert rolls his eyes at all these comments of compensation and things, and Misha goes, we will discuss with the queen what she feels is a worthy compensation. As they say this, the doors at the top of the stairs suddenly just slam open. and a elven woman wearing a long flowing dress begins rushing down the stairs, and she is followed by a cluster of people, including the newly appointed Queen Eleanor that you saw earlier. And Eleanor goes, "Oh, please stop!" And the elf woman stops at the bottom of the stairs, and Gildea, you actually recognize this elf woman. This is Lady Mirabelle Donsetti. She is the Lady of Malia, the country you fight for. And she spins around and goes, "No, I will not come down. I came all the way from my country here to see you, a woman I have never met, get crowned after years of bloody war, and you're telling me to calm down? I mean, why would you even let this one?" And she points to someone you recognize, FIFA, as the one you helped out of the chariot, Alder Bolin. She goes, "And how would you even let this one back into the castle walls? He's probably the one who escalated this whole thing." And as she says that, a gnome steps forward through all of this, and if any of you want to make a history check to see if you recognize this gnome, that would be perfectly fine.
I'm not going to, because I've now become totally invested in this drama.
I did.
I pulled out a sack of nuts, and I'm just like,
I totally just don't care.
Ooh. That checked good.
Dorcas,
I did too.
Dorcas,
I would also like to apologize to FIFA that, you know, your outburst was nothing compared to this woman. So I apologize because this is worse than what you did.
okay.
Dorcas and Gildea, you both recognize this gnome. It is Myko Keter, the Lord of... Oh shit, I already forgot which one it is.
Lord of Oh shit.
No, there are
The
so
Lord of
many.
Oh
I'm
shit.
so sorry.
That sounds like a beautiful place.
The Lord of Savine. And he is rather large for a gnome. He's actually nicknamed the War Gnome because he has been so brutal of a leader in this wartime. Some people think he's actually a dwarf. He just says he's a gnome because of like his like larger size. He steps in front of Alder and goes, "You better watch what you say, Mirabelle. We don't want another fight on our hands." And as he approaches, a dragonborn woman steps next to Mirabelle and sort of bends down at Myko and goes, "You better watch its short stuff." And they get very close, and it seems the tension gets super high for a moment as Eleanor, the queen, goes, "All right, everyone, stop! I'm the one who almost died today. I don't care about this petty squabble that has gone on longer than I've even been alive. What we need to do is find out what happened today." And the tensions seem to sort of relax as she takes control of the situation. And Mirabelle shakes her head and goes, No, I am returning home. I am going back to Malia. And better yet, the moment I set foot on that soil, Malia's borders are closed. I don't care if you're a citizen. I don't care if you aren't. I don't even care if it's you, Eleanor. No one is allowed on the soil of Hollowfell so long as I rule over. And Eleanor steps up to her and goes, "That is not authority you have." And Mirabelle responds, "In a wartime, my authority is law," and very quickly exits the room. As she does, the dragonborn woman chases after her, trying to stop her. Alder chimes in and goes, "Your Majesty, I apologize for the both of them. I will be remaining in the city for a little while. Anything you need, Myko and I, more than happy to help." And Myko nods as they begin to leave, and Eleanor just sort of sighs and puts her head in her hands. And she looks over and she goes, "What is all of this going on?" And Robert goes, "Your Majesty, these are the ones who stopped the attack." And she looks out to all of you and goes, "Is this true?"
Yeah. Have you got some more chicken wings?
To the queen, I love it.
To the queen.
Fighting's hungry work. It's hungry work.
She kind of shakes her head a little bit and goes, I'm sure accommodations can be made, but that is not my priority at this time. And goes, "So, you're all capable of fighting off assassins. What about the one that was, waving the wand around?"
Got away.
She sighs and goes, "I see." She sits at there is a chair at the very tip of this arrowhead, and she sits in it and goes, "Well, thank you all, and I'm sure it was very difficult, and Robert cuts her off and goes, Your Majesty, I was thinking maybe they could be of use to our predicament." And
Well, wait, hang on, what? Predicament?
She looks around at all of you, and Vaz, as you said that, she goes, "Well, of course. There's, of course, an assassin on the loose that we have to catch now, and apparently a mastermind that needs to be found out after the attack. This would, of course, require you all to work for the crown, if that's something you're willing to do."
Aye. That's all I say.
But of course, I already work for the world, so what's a crown as well?
I kind of just.
I didn't realize we were a we.
Well, I mean, you proved yourselves in battle collectively. Might as well hire you all, right?
It was super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
God.
Hiring implies some sort of payment.
She goes, "Of course. I suppose we can compensate you all today with, I don't know, 5 gold each. How would that sound?"
For the near death. And what would be the reoccurring cost?
I would say the better the information you bring us on getting rid of the nuisance that tried to kill me today, the more significant your payment.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'm looking around like, what the hell are you people doing? Why are you questioning this? What is going on here? Why are we even? Why? I don't say any of that, but that's what the look on my face is conveying.
Eyes of bewilderment, and the blinking is just going mad.
I'm just watching everyone in the room.
And the fact that a 6'6" dragonborn is doing that, just
Did you have more, Ezreal? You said you were watching.
Yeah,
everyone
I'm watching everyone in the room, just taking in their reactions, wondering what their motivations are.
She kind of sitting there and goes, "Listen, at the end of the day, you all proved you are worthy of protecting the future of this nation by fighting alongside of each other with whatever people they were. I, personally, as the newly appointed queen, would love to have you all working to protect the entirety of Persalon. This is what I offer you. I want you to be, let's call you agents of the crown."
Oh, that has a nice ring to it.
I agree with the wee one.
Not to offend my queen. That feels weird on my tongue. But I'm already employed in military service.
She examines you for a moment. She goes, Malia Commander.
Yes.
See. Well, I'm sure you overheard the conversation that just happened between me and your esteemed ruler.
Exactly.
I suppose by what she said you won't be going home for quite a while. So while you're here, I'm sure my request for you to work for me may override whatever orders you currently have. You will not lose your rank, I assure you. Once your job is done, you may return to your service just as you had.
Okay. My overwhelming sense of duty is winning out.
What does she know of what does she know of these attackers?
I'm guessing you're asking her that, like what she knows.
Yeah.
She just kind of shrugged and she goes, I was pulled away from the event too quickly. I haven't even gotten a chance to examine the bodies. But I don't know anyone who would have any reason to come after me. So your guess is as good as mine. I don't really know where to start.
Might we examine the bodies?
If you're all accepting the job I'm offering, you are more than welcome to.
I eye the goblin to see their reaction. And I kick back my feet onto the table.
Kind of make
why not?
I kind of make awkward eye contact. And I'm like, why are you looking at me? Yes, I'm in Zoom.
She smiles and she goes, so we're all in agreement then. And she stands and looks to the one twin who's been sitting at the table, and she goes, Misha, will you kindly pay them all 5 gold each? Robert, introduce them to their new job titles. She looks out at all of you as she's standing and she goes, with the power invested in me by the people of Persalon, I now grant you all the title of Agents of the Crown. Hold yourself with the same sort of respect that the Silver Wolves have, but do not abuse it. If you'll excuse me, I have matters to attend to. And she begins walking back through that door her and the rest of the lords and ladies came through.
Wow.
Misha stands and pulls out a pouch that she counts gold out and sort of walks around the table passing it to each of you, so you can all add that 5 gold to your inventory. And she goes, as the queen had mentioned, the more information you bring to us, the more it'll be. So get to work. I need to go find my sister. And she walks off. Robert stands and goes, well, you all wish to see the bodies then?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I've seen enough crime investigation plays to know that we need 10 minutes with an untampered crime scene, please.
Did we all see what we wanted to do?
He goes, all right, then, let's get started. Everyone, with me. And begins leading you out into the hall. And with that, I think we're going to end this first session of D&D, everyone. I very much enjoyed it. I hope you all did as well. I want to thank everyone in chat right now for joining us and coming to hang out with us and watching it. And if you, do we want to say same time next week?
Works for me.
I think I can do that, yeah.
I think
Hopefully.
Okay. Well, for right now, we will say same time next week, 6 p.m. Eastern time, on this channel. If everyone here, the couple who knew us together, I know the couple who knew us together and Patty both have active Discords. And if you are involved in those, if you aren't, go follow them and get the links to it. Go follow everyone in this game here, because they are all incredible. They all stream and they just are so great to watch. Yeah,
Everybody has active Discords.
they do.
Yes,
really?
we do.
I don't.
Yes.
I'm still
Yeah,
working
we
on
all
mine.
do.
I didn't know that.
We
everyone
all
does.
do.
I don't. I'm still working on mine. But yeah, go follow their channels and join their Discords, which are linked to their channels. And if anything changes, they will know and they will update it in their Discords. I'm still working on mine, so I don't have that right now. But as of right now, we'll work under 6 p.m. Eastern time next Saturday. And yeah, thank you all for coming. This is the end of the D&D portion of this stream. But we are continuing. So we're going to take a short commercial break. I'll probably run an ad on my stream. And with that, after that ad finishes and we add our little we finish our little break, we are going to enter into my personal birthday stream, the Soul Birthday Bash. And we're going to be playing some games. We're going to be, I don't really know what we're going to be playing. I don't think we decided that. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see who wants to stick around and who can't, and whatever. We'll see how it goes. So if you came for the D&D, I'm sorry it's over. If you came for the stream, stick around because there's more. So
Happy birthday, Dungeon Master!
thank you.
Bum-ba-da-dum-bum-bum.
So once again, thank you all for visiting this evening at the Terribad Tavern. Safe travels on the road. Fair rolls with your dice, and we will see you next week. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.